Finding those levels too. Look at that 4-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're gonna give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Jusdue.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. This channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdue shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdue. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. How y'all feeling on this rainy Wednesday, man? We here early. We gonna build. We gonna cook on this boxing how we always do. This one gonna be a little different, man, cause we gotta put some people on Front Street. We gotta expose some people, man. We got to. And you know, I'm gonna start off with my little quick disclaimer, man. Y'all know why I'm here. Y'all know I be here to build boxing up. Y'all know it and give it its just due. Y'all know it. I do it every single day, every video, every short video, every live stream. You know, I make sure that I give boxing is just due every single day. Like, I think I got a track record that speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? I got a track record that speaks for itself. You've never seen me come up here and trash no fighter. None. Like, you can't, if you could find it, if you could find the audio or the videos or the live streams where I'm sitting up trashing fighters and you know, tearing them down, and if you could find, I promise you, anybody in here, I will pay you. I will pay you. I'll really pay you for it. You could find where I'm just sitting up here being toxic, tearing down fighters and just going in. You could, yeah, I really pay you for it, you know. But I think this shit right here has gone to another level, man. Y'all fandom for this fighter is reached like epic levels. Like, y'all willing to go out on the limb and disrespect anybody for a fighter that wouldn't even look your way if he seen you, for real. Like, you get me? And I've never seen anything like it. I've never, and I'm dropping links and all that, and that ain't even my thing. But I'll drop the link for any of you goofies out there that could prove to me or show me or pull up the audio where you got me hating on Gervonta Tank Davis. Show me it. I'll pay you for it, man. I really will. I will really pay you for it, bro. I'm serious. I will give you actual cash money in your hand if you could find the audio where I'm being a hater of Tank Davis. As a matter of fact, you know, with me being from where I'm from and me liking who I like, you know, I support all these dudes, but I could easily take that approach and get up here and tear down Tank Davis and go in on him. You ain't never seen me do it. You ain't never heard me do it, and you never will hear me do it. I don't care what fight this man chooses to fight. That's his choice. He got to take the punishment. He got to deal with the criticism and, X, Y, and Z, right? That's on him. Me as a boxing fan, keyword boxing supporter, I have a choice. When I hear something is in the air like a Tank Davis and Jake Paul, I could say, you know what? That ain't it, Tank. I don't like it. I don't like that. I ain't watching it. And all of a sudden, I'll be a hater. But I ain't saying that, because I told y'all all along, the way I view Tank Davis and the way the average fight fan views Tank Davis is worlds of fucking apart. It's worlds apart. You ain't never heard me come up here and call him no 30-year-old prospect. You ain't never heard me, call him no failure, no loser. You ain't never heard me try to use his personal situations against him. You've never heard me even create any dialogue that could be remotely considered as negative as it pertains to these boxing guys, because it's not that serious for me. But I think today is where I draw the line with you weird ass boxing fans. And some of y'all used to be fans of mine. You get what I'm saying? It just goes to show you how people switch up when they don't hear what they want to hear. So I'm talking to all of y'all directly that, think that some kind of way, shape, or form you've ever heard me hate on Tank. You're going to have to prove that shit to me. Don't type it. Don't write a paragraph. Don't write in all caps. Don't send a fake empty threat through IG or Facebook. I don't want to hear none of that. Click a link today and show me where I'm hating at. You get, my job is to get boxing is Jusdue. That's my job. I don't know what nobody else's job is, and I don't care. But every day I get up here, I make sure I give these dudes their undeniable credit where it's due. You get what I'm saying? I always do it. And I'm always tasteful with how I do things. You know what I mean? My assessments is always real. They always thorough. You might not agree, but boxing ain't about agreeing. Having a conversation is not about agreeing. We're not in fucking court. You're not a judge. I shouldn't have to approve or make you agree with me to have a conversation. But at the end of the day, I got people that I got some real love for and respect for that really rock with Tank Davis heavy. And I'm right there with you. I rock with him too. That's a bad man. But there's a fine line there. You got the hardcore Tank Davis fans, right? And then you got the crash out Tank Davis fans, the Tankamaniacs. See, I never wanted to even go this route. I wasn't one for the name calling. But after what I just witnessed in another chat, this is where I draw the line. And I want to use these individuals. I could take this a much different way, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to still keep it tasteful because I got respect for my ladies, for the queens that support me. But I want to show y'all the difference between a Tank Davis supporter and a super fan, a Tankamaniac. You got people crashing out in real time over a fighter that they'll never meet a day in their life, that wouldn't look their way if he seen you for real anyway. You get what I'm saying? You can't find the audio nowhere online where I'm gonna be tearing this young man down, because I don't rock like that. And at the end of the day, I always try to put myself in the fighter's shoes, or I always try to look at things from an outside perspective. Like, if Gervonta Davis was from where I'm from in Jersey, right? If he was from my neck of the woods, bro, he would be praised, to the ends of the earth. because he'll be nothing short of a success story. And that's what he is. I don't give a damn where he's from. Anybody that beat the odds the way that man beat the odds, you could miss me with all that. He a failure, and he's not a, it's not legacy. This at the end of the day, if he retired right now without having another single fight, he would be looked at as very, very successful, bro. Very, very successful. You get what I'm saying? He would be looked at as very, very successful. You know what I'm saying? So I want to start this off by saying shout out to Tank Davis, man, because I've always been a true supporter of his. Like I said, I understand as the fight fan or the fight supporter, I can't pick his fights. I could only talk about what the fights that I love to see him in and the fights that he actually take. But, I don't take this shit so serious that when he goes off and does something like, let's say he fights Jake Paul in November. Why I'm not going to bug out? Because it's an opportunity to probably make some crazy money. And he's told people from the gate, I'm a prize fighter. He always said that. Miss me with that legacy shit. I'm a legend from where I'm from. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to always be that guy from where I'm from. And he ain't lying. So when a guy tell you what it is, why do y'all get in comment sections and argue with fans or crash out because we see shit differently than y'all? I'm not a fool. Unlike y'all not really supporters of this man, because if you was, you would listen to what he said. You would listen to what he say out his mouth, and you wouldn't be surprised to be hearing the fact that he could possibly be fighting Jake Paul. But like I said, today is where I draw the line with you fucking Tankamaniacs. Yes, I do draw the line, you weirdos. I got all types of disrespected, all because I just laughed. I said they're going to be punching the air now. Like, if it don't apply, let it fly. If you're not a super fan of Tank, then when somebody speak Tankamaniac, it shouldn't even move you. You shouldn't even bother you. You shouldn't even bat an eye. You shouldn't even have anything to say. But if all somebody got to do is laugh or report what all of these outlets is reporting, and then that's all it takes for you to crash out and disrespect somebody in real time, you are a Tankamaniac. Yes, you are. I'm here to tell you, if you ever jumped in somebody's inbox because of a live stream or a video that they did of a fighter, and you're arguing with that person, said person, on behalf of the fighter, just to find out that the guy was giving your favorite fighter, your boyfriend, his just due, and then you got to walk it back. Yes, my friend, you are a Tankamaniac. You are a super fan, and I guarantee you, if he met you in real life, he wouldn't even like you. Don't nobody like no jock rider. Y'all running around here cursing people out, disrespecting people that you used to be super fans of, by the way. You get me? I draw the line, bro. I draw the line. I do my best to come up here. I make sure I stand out from the crowd. I don't chase no views. I don't clickbait you. I don't mislead you. I don't put up fake news. If it's something out there, then we're going to talk about it. This is what's out there. How dare y'all get mad at the people that's reporting what everybody is talking about? Go fucking cry in the car. Go punch the air and do whatever it is y'all do to console yourselves at night, bro. That man told y'all he was a prize fighter. And could you be surprised that he chasing the bag? He just told y'all he tired of boxing. The man just told y'all he need therapy. The man told y'all he getting tired of this shit. The man told y'all that. He said it. Now y'all running around here ready to pull your hair out, disrespect people in chats. I ain't never said nothing bad about Tank. I don't give a damn if you go fight Jake Paul. Go get the bag, Tank. Go get your bag, bro. Go get your bag. That's still not going to change my opinion of you as a fighter, because inside that square circle, when the light shine is brightest, we seen him 31 times. 30 of them, he 30 up with one draw. He's a bad man, and that's all I'm going to ever look at him as. Maybe when we start talking about, the legacy fighters and some of the best fighters in the world, maybe he won't be in some of those conversations, or maybe he won't be at the top of the list when we start speaking like that. Maybe. But at the end of the day, the man is successful, and I'm a boxing supporter. I'm just here to rock with him. If I don't like his fight, I don't have to support it. But I'm on y'all last. Y'all Tankamaniacs, y'all disgust me. Y'all not good for the sport. All y'all do is run around here, spread misinformation, being disrespectful, being loud and proud and wrong, not having none of your facts in a row. You arguing for one of the baddest fighters in the world. He don't need your protection. Y'all getting mad at people for he told you, the guy that he was gonna call out was in his locker room. Y'all still talking about it ain't no Jake Paul. So I'm for all of y'all, I hope the fight do happen so y'all could go cry in the car and whine. Go punch the air. Trey Styles, is that you? This is what they all doing right now.
I'm tired of this shit. Kill all these motherfuckers. I'm sick of fucking tired of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. I'm so fucking tired of this shit. Fuck this shit. Do me, motherfucker. Fuck.
Go pull your hair out. You're not a real boxing fan, a real boxing supporter. I got news for you. If you ever jumped in somebody's DMs, Facebook, Instagram, you know, comment section, any of that stuff, you are in fact a tankamaniac. If you go across YouTube platform to platform arguing in favor of one of the baddest fighters in the world, you are in fact a tankamaniac. I don't give a damn how mad you get. Go cry in the car. Be mad at Tank. How you mad at the people that's reporting what's coming out? Do y'all know the power of Tank Davis? And y'all said he activated his social media again. I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't give a damn no way. But some of y'all know that. All that man got to do is literally upload one emoji, a cat emoji, and it shoots all of this down. Y'all do know this. All of the Jake Paul news go away. All he got to do is you put a cap emoji and he can go on about his day. He don't got to read no comments. He don't got to do nothing. He could go about the rest of his damn day, bro. And y'all running around here crashing out, disrespecting some of the realest content creators that you're going to run across because you don't hear what you want to hear all day. I got news for y'all, man. Boxing don't revolve around any one fighter, bro. I don't care how big you think they are. I don't care how big you are. They may be your world. One fighter might be your world, but that's not boxing. No one fighter stops boxing from going, bro. Look at this shit. I need y'all to see this. Walk with me. Walk with me. Pardon me. Shout out to everybody in the building. I'm going to salute everybody individually. I had to come here early to show y'all the way these Tankamaniacs go. Listen to this shit here. Look at these people. Look at this shit here. You can't make this up, bro. Can't make it up. This dude said F my mother. Seriously, bro. Seriously, bro. This guy here, he went from saying all types of wild stuff to, like, look at the last comment, bro. Okay, bro, I'm going to really check you. Like, this dude crashing out, dude told me I couldn't come to Detroit, all type of stuff, bro. I couldn't come to Detroit. You telling me these not, y'all thought I was playing when I said this? I told you. Look how these dudes is talking. Jump in my inbox randomly, just write a whole fucking paragraph. I don't even know these people. You think I'm playing? This is what we go through just to make content, bro. One of the fair, and y'all, the ones that come here every day, y'all know how fair I am. Y'all know how I give it up. So everybody gets their job, not just no favorite fighters or fighter. Everybody get their credit. Look how these dudes jump in my inbox writing paragraphs to me. Just for no reason. I don't even know these people. I'm dead serious, bro. And I be trying to be nice, giving these idiots the time of day. Look at this dude. I used to love Shakur, but F him. He over there with Turkey and Hearn. Bro, that's not a boxing fan, bro. That's not a boxing fan. How do you mad at Shakur for going to get the bag and make the opportunities? You're an idiot. You don't have no control over where he signed. It's not even about boxing at this point, you dumb fool. Newsflash, y'all. Everybody can't sign to the PBC. Or y'all didn't know that. Everybody can't sign to the PBC, bro. That's not the answer for every boxer. That's not the path every fighter is going to try. Look at these idiots, bro. Look at them. Look at this dude. I told him, I don't care, fam. Go tell Shakur. I'm good on this convo. I'm only talking to people who support my channel. Just leave me alone, bro. This guy can't make this stuff up, bro. Yeah, this is what I go through just to make content, bro. Just to be fair, bro. Nah, man. This guy's an idiot. He mad at Turkey and Eddie Hearn. He like, yeah, you know, Al Heyman's the brother. I ain't even show y'all all of it. Bro. Look at this shit. Y'all, this is what we go through. He writing at this point, talking to himself. I'm not even talking to bro no more. I had to block him, bro. I had to just block dude. These dudes are idiots, man. Y'all telling me they not fanned out? So yes, respect to everybody that truly supports boxing and Tank Davis, because I do both. I support all of these dudes. I give them all their credit. I don't get up here making hit pieces. I don't spend hours on end of my time trying to convince y'all, the viewer at home, that these fighters are not who they say they are. The only way I'm going to ever make that case is based on the fights that's taking place inside the ring. Other than that, I have nothing negative to sit up in here and say all day about these guys that we watch every single time they fight. You get what I'm saying? These dudes writing paragraphs, talking to they look at this, yo. At this point, I had to block him. He just writing anything. He writing full-blown paragraphs, and I don't know this guy. Man, you can't make this up, man. Don't come to Detroit, bro. Nah, then we're going to get to this. We're going to get to this. Yeah. The disrespect going to stop today. Because I'm sorry, I ain't your stepping stool. I ain't your punching bag. I'm not the content creator that, yeah, man, I could just say what I want to him. Look how these people be talking, bro. Y'all think I'm playing. Look how these people, if I catch you in Detroit, it's going to be all bad. No more talking. Yo, bro told me I can't come to Detroit, y'all. I can't come to Detroit. And I like the lines. Why I can't come to Detroit, bro? I ain't even do nothing to him. He went from saying that same guy that said that to me, said he gonna check me out and subscribe and all that other stuff. I ain't even got all the messages in there. But look at the other dude right before I blocked him. He said, F my mom. You telling me these people are not Tankamaniacs? Yes, they are. And then, you know, since the young lady, or should I say the old lady, seen it fit to be disrespectful on another channel for no reason, I told you was going up on the Summer Jam screen. I really don't like to do stuff like this, but I'm gonna keep it boxing. But I just want to show y'all how people talk when they don't hear what they want to hear. Y'all see the middle name. Y'all see the old lady in the middle. She called me a fraud, a hater, and a loser, bro. None of which has nothing to do with boxing. She can't say that I make up news. She can't say that I clickbait. She can't say the content ain't good, because those that know. Those that know. And I'm letting her off easy. I'm letting her off easy out of respect for the ladies, but I'm just trying to show y'all how people talk when they don't hear what they want to hear. This is all over boxing news coming out that Tank and Jake Paul is fighting. So you telling me the chick is not a Tankamaniac going off like that? You would have thought I said something crazy. Like I just came in you get what I'm saying? And those that was here, y'all know, number one fan type energy. Now you mad. Now I'm a fraud, a loser, and a hater. But you can't find a piece of content and where I'm hating on Tank Davis. You fucking weirdo. You just weird. You get what I'm saying? Your boyfriend or the guy that you dream about is doing what he want to do, and it goes against what a lot of you idiots was arguing for months. Y'all told me he was doing all of this stuff. He had a list. It was going to be the rematch. I said he was rematching August 16th. Y'all told me it didn't have nothing to, they didn't need a press conference. Everything was all good. And this is what goes on just because Tank Davis is choosing to do what he want to do. You get what I'm saying? Damn, bro. Go punch the air, bro. The level of disrespect. But I tell y'all, man, I always come up here, bro, because I enjoy boxing. So I don't come up here to diss these fighters. I enjoy watching Tank Davis fight, bro. I haven't seen a boring Tank Davis fight yet. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen a boring Tank Davis fight. You get me? I don't feel like I can control what moves Tank Davis make from my computer seat. So when I hear that he fighting Jake Paul, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. We're going to cook on it later. But I said they punch in the air. And the reason why I said they punch in the air, because this goes against everything they said. You get what I'm saying? These people, they told me he didn't need a press conference. They told me it was going to be a rematch. They told me he was just going to knock him out in the rematch. They told me they went from saying he was focused and on weight to saying he wasn't focused and he was distracted. Now those same people are calling Jusdue frauds, losers, and haters because they don't hear what they want to hear. Oh man, you better thank your lucky stars that I'm not the typical guy up here, because I would have went all the way left, but I'm gonna let you make it a little bit, because out of respect, I'm gonna let you live. But I just wanted to show y'all and make an example out of these people that are in fact super fans of a fighter. Nothing I say should make anybody mad to the point where it's like all disrespect. It's just a sport, bro. Support your guy and keep it moving. You crazed super stand ass fan. And newsflash, I can bet my life, if he seen you in a room somewhere, he wouldn't look your way. He wouldn't bat an eye, bro. So all that crashing out on the internet and disrespecting one of the dopest content creators in this space, you out your damn mind. Out your damn mind, man. This is why I draw the line. So listen, when you come here, come to talk boxing, man, and let's have some fun, man. Let's build the sport up. You get me? Let's get these guys they just do. Let's show these fighters the support that I think they all deserve and keep it pushing. It's not about agreeing or disagreeing. It's about having a conversation about the sport that we all say we love, man. It should never resort to like slander, disrespect. And y'all know I preach that every single day. If I was the type of guy, like I couldn't preach about giving guys they just do. I couldn't talk about how I hate how people tear down fighters if I participated in that. And nowhere in no chat, on no panel, on no video can you find me moving that way, because that's not how I rock. So shout out to everybody that been rocking with your boy. We're gonna keep building. But you know, I had to make a quick example out of these crazed Tank fans, man. I think they super weird. They fighting battles that don't even need to be fought. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, none of us could control what decisions these guys make. We can only choose to support them. And if you're truly a fan of the sport, then look, if he going over to play and fight Jake Paul, shit, that's a spectacle. Why not watch it? You know what I'm saying? Why not watch it? But it's a conversation to be had if that's the direction he going, because if they fighting, let's say Jake Paul says something about a catch weight of 195. I'm hearing something about 175. I'm not sure. I just feel like if he goes up that high, I don't know what the rest of his career looks like. I don't know if he comes back down and then tries to, you know what I'm saying? I that's why it's like it'll be a bittersweet moment, because on one end, he gonna be going to get his bag. It'll be something to watch. But how does that affect the future and the rest of the fights that he could potentially make at 35 or 40 if he wanted to if he chose to? You get me? So I'm here to say, man, shout out to the real Tank Davis supporters. I see y'all. I know the difference between y'all and the super fans. I want to be very clear, y'all. I don't think everybody's a Tankamaniac. I don't lump everybody up in the same box. I don't. We got genuine Tank fans in the chat now, supporters, and I'm one of them. But these three up on this screen, they some marks. I ain't gonna go too deep, but they marked. And y'all already know I left their names up here. The dude at the bottom, I don't know him. His name David. You got David, LeVar, and Joette. And that was what she decided to say to me earlier in the chat. Just is a fraud and a hater. I bet you can't prove that. Don't nobody care what this loser thinks. Call me a loser, yo, in the chat. That people come to just talk boxing. So this is the difference between people that talk real boxing and people that just talk boxers. She is super fan of a fighter that don't know she exists, bro, at the end of the day. And that ain't the way. That's not the way to carry it. You don't run around, you know, disrespecting. You don't start battles that you ain't prepared to fight. Because if I was somebody else, that would have went a much different way. And I'm gonna just leave it there. These is a prime example, y'all. Tankamaniacs. I can't come to Detroit. I'm a loser, fraud, hater. And then this other fool, we start talking about my mom. Shout out to CJ, man. Appreciate you always supporting the grind. Say if you ain't a D rider, you're a hater. Y'all biggest problem with fans today. Let's disagree respectfully. And check this out, CJ. I really try to elevate the level of conversation by letting everybody in here know. Y'all coming here is not about y'all just agreeing with me. A conversation is about, you know, building. you know what I mean, give and take. You get what I'm saying? It's not always about us agreeing. I want to hear what you think, and as well as me tell you what I think. I don't believe in disagreeing with people unless it's a organized debate or something like that. If you just come in the build, why would I disagree with the way you think just to state my opinion? You get me? It's pretty silly to argue opinions with opinions unless you have facts. And I just don't believe in disagreeing with people. That's why y'all never hear me say it. You know, I disagree with you. I just don't. You know what I mean? I like to build, but these people right here are just super fans of a fighter, and I ain't going for it. The disrespect stopped today. I won't be as nice the next time I'm disrespected for no reason. I'm going to just let y'all know that. I'm going to let it slide today, and we're going to get to this topic at hand. And we're going to just see what makes sense about it. Like, I ain't here to cry. If Tank can do what he want, he a big boy. You get what I'm saying? You heard Jake Paul speaking about it. You heard him saying he was in the locker room. He was going to call out the person in the locker room. This shouldn't be a shock to nobody. So whether or not it happens or not, I'm cool, because check this out. I'm a real boxing supporter. So if he fights at Jake Paul, cool. Tank, go whoop his ass. Let's go, Tank. And if not, then maybe it's the rematch with Lamont Roach. All right, let's go, Tank. That's my opinion. So if I'm a hater, let me be. But before you call me a hater or somebody, go find the audio or video of me hating on him. You should be able to find it. Shout out to my homie, man. Big Dog Willie being a member for 16 long months, man. Much love, bro. I appreciate you. Said Jusdue, what did I say? I knew this was coming. Nah, they were saying it earlier in the chat. You got to put some respect on Big Dog Willie name.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your Jusdue.
It's crazy, man. All I do is show love. I get up here every day, no matter the fight, no matter the fighter. Not everybody, when most people was going left on Devin Haney, calling him everything but his name, Jusdue was up here telling y'all how he a real fighter. He put in all his work. That was just one fight, and he got cheated. Was I a hater then? When people are calling Tank Davis a 30-year-old prospect and saying he ain't fought nobody and he a failure, and I'm up here telling y'all how he beat the odds, how he done beat death, the system. You get what I'm saying? He's successful 20 times over. You can never look at him like a fraud or a failure. Where am I a hater then? Am I a hater then? You get what I'm saying? Am I a hater when I come up here and give these guys the respect that they deserve as combat athletes in the sport that take lives, several lives every year? Get out of here with that sensitive ass shit. I'm not coming here. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I don't give a damn what fighter it is in this sport of boxing, y'all. And this is for everybody that can hear me speaking. I promise to everybody in here, you will never get me to come up here and lie for a fighter, and you will never get me to come up here and tear down a fighter. That's not something that I do, bro. I'm not lying for no fighter. I'm not fabricating shit. I'm not fanboying for nobody, but I'm not going to let you pull the wool over my eyes. We're going to talk what needs to be talked about. And if you feel sensitive and you want to cry, go punch the air. Go do what Trey Styles did and punch the damn air. I don't care, bro. Go cry in the car or something. Get what I'm saying? Trey Styles, is that you? Y'all don't know who to be mad. Y'all running around here crashing out in chats because your fighter made a decision to do what he wanted to do. Now go cry up under Tank Davis' post and tell him how he making you look bad. For all of y'all to say, they ain't fighting no Jake Paul. No, we ain't fighting Jake Paul. Get out of here. I don't care if you check this out. Whether you're a Tank Davis supporter or a hater, Jusdue is a supporter. If he fight him, I'm watching it. If he don't fight Lamont Roach, guess what, y'all? I'm watching it and I'm buying it. Just like the last one. Tank Davis, there will be zero Gervonta Tank Davis slander ever coming from this platform. Ever. I don't give a damn who he fight. Bro, he could go fight his neighbor from down the street. I don't care. It's his choice, bro. I'm not here to tear shit down, bro. Go do what you want to do. Make your money. And I blame some of the people for not even listening to the man. He told y'all he was getting tired of this shit. Told y'all he getting tired of the game, man. He like, this shit fake. He like, I'm tired of it, man. I'll just make my money and go off on an island somewhere. Y'all not listening. He get tired of it. So yeah, when he got an opportunity to probably make a bag and cash out, who am I to tell him don't do it? You gonna tell a guy that came from absolutely nothing not to go make money? Come on, man. Why would you be mad at him for doing it? Get what I'm saying? But you're not gonna force me to be no hater. I gotta be a fraud. A fraud is crazy. The hater, everybody say that, but a fraud and a loser, them two things stood out, bro. That's two things you would never be able to prove over this way. A fraud. Man, I'm out here showing this dude hella love. I'm building him up when people tearing him down. You get what I'm saying? You got people making fun of his legal situation, financial situation. Jusdue over here showing love every single time I get up here. Miss me with that super fan girl shit. You too old. You too old. You know what I'm saying? Same age as my mother, damn near. And you out here acting like a kid over this young man. All I said was, yo, they gonna be crying in the car. They're gonna go punch the air. Next thing you know, I gotta be all types of frauds and damn. So let me get this straight. I'm a fraud and a loser for speaking on the shit that everybody's actively reporting. Hold on, let me pull this up too, because MVP posted this a little while ago. MVP posted this a little while ago. Sources exclusively early access to ticket sales 24 hours before the public sign into our pre-sale. So that's MVP posting that. So if I'm a fraud, are you gonna go to your boyfriend who you fantasize about, who you probably got a picture of under your pillow? Are you gonna go right up under his post how he a fraud for fighting Jake Paul and not fighting the hit list that he said he had? Is he a fraud? Is Tank Davis a fraud? Are you gonna go call him a loser for fighting a guy that you said he wouldn't fight? Yeah, I bet you won't. But I got to be a loser because I just said they're going to cry in the car and you crash out in real time. Y'all prove my point. Y'all super fans of a fighter. That shit is pathetic and it's disgusting work. Newsflash, Tank Davis don't even need them type of fans, bro. He don't. He just need real supporters, bro. We rocking with you, bro. This shit is boxing. It's a sport, man. I don't give a damn how many live streams I do. I don't have, I can't tell these guys what to do. You get what I'm saying? That's not up to me. That's not my decision to make. You get what I'm saying? I know what being a fan mean. And y'all go cry. When they start selling tickets and shit, then maybe y'all start believing it's real. But don't be mad at the people that's reporting it. It's everywhere. They're all reporting it. All type non-boxing outlets talking about it right now. You get what I'm saying? So go be mad at your favorite fighter. Don't be mad at me. I ain't said nothing crazy about him. I ain't said, oh, Tank Davis wilding, man. Oh, man, strip him of his belt. Oh, man, see, he a loser. Oh, man, see, I told you he ain't want to fight nobody. See, oh, man, I told you he was scared. You ain't never hear me say that, and I'm never going to say none of that. Tank Davis, one thing I picked up on Tank Davis a long time ago was the first time. I always felt like the first time he had a chance to do shit his way, he was going to do it, just like any other man in the sport of boxing. When they get an opportunity and a chance to do things their way, they're going to do it. Who are you or anybody else at home to tell that man not to do him? You could criticize it all you want, and I could criticize it, but that's not what I'm here to do. Shout out to Tank. I'm glad that, no charges was filed against you and you able to resume your career and do what you want to do, bro. Because at the end of the day, I'm not a selfish fan. I would love to see you challenge Shakur Stevenson. I would love to see you fight any of the champions at 35. I would love to see you challenge the TO at 40. I would love all that as a boxing fan. But at the end of the day, I always leave room for what the fighter want to do, because at the end of the day, they the ones that got to take the punches, man. They the ones that got to take the punishment. So if that man say, I'm a beeline to Jake Paul, I'm going to go get that bag, you won't hear no Tank Davis slander coming from over here, bro. Straight like that. Straight like that. That's not why I'm here, bro. I really enjoy boxing shit. It'll be something crazy to watch. Could you imagine them two lined up together? That's just gonna be crazy. I don't care if it's exhibition, real fight. It's crazy. Don't never forget, this is a business and it's entertainment. And as long as you remember them things, you will stop being tripped out when these fighters do exactly that. It's called prize fighting. Jake Paul come with a bag, don't it? Yeah, right, man. I come from the tough streets of Baltimore, and I come from nothing. Now I got an opportunity of a lifetime. I'm going to get my money. You could cry all you want. So don't call me a hater, because I'm laughing and teasing the people that argue with me. I got called out a name because they said this was never happened. They said people spreading false news. Now go cry that your boyfriend about to go get paid. You know what I'm saying? And keep arguing about how he gonna beat up everybody else. And that man probably ready to get away from the sport. And I see why, because this shit fake as hell, man. Just like some of y'all fans. Y'all out here, man, I draw the line. Y'all Tankamaniacs. Y'all disgust me, man. The super fans, the ones that jump in DMs, that be disrespectful, yeah, and I'm on that. I can't. This is where I draw the line, bro. Y'all wild, man. Y'all wild out here. Up on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, I got Exhibit A. One A, B, and C, Super Tank fans. This is what Tankamaniacs look like. This is what they look like. Mind you, the one at the top and the bottom, I don't even know them. I don't even know them dudes. The other one was a used to be supporter talking crazy for no reason at all. Yeah, you getting up on this screen today, man. Y'all know I'm one of the fairest people here, and I pride myself on coming up here having logical conversation based on what we seen. I ain't out here to be popular, but I ain't out here to be disrespected. Nobody's punching bag to be disrespected because your boyfriend is fighting or could be fighting Jake Paul. Get what I'm saying? I get y'all mad at Lamont Roach for saying told y'all, LOL. ESPN posting it everywhere. Go ahead and cry. Keep crying, bro. Keep crying. Y'all got all that energy for the people that's speaking on it. What kind of energy you got for the guy that's about to take the fight? Ridiculous, man. I ain't never seen that. That's nasty, bro. Y'all nasty. Y'all disgusting, bro. The way y'all behaving out here in these streets, bro, ain't even about boxing for y'all. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all really wild, man. Y'all Tank Davis, shout out to you, bro. I'm glad he free. I'm glad he case free. And I'm glad he about to go do something that he want to do. Simple and plain, bro. He got to take them punches, man. At the end of the day, he got to live with any decision he make. And if this decision is him chasing that bag and going to beat up Jake Paul, hey, kick his ass, Tank, because I'm rooting for you. Beat his ass, bro. Straight like that. Shout out to P Hunter. He can do this in November and fight early 2026. It's a trash exhibition for a big payday. Some dudes would trash women for free. Hey, P Hunter, man, you ain't speaking nothing but fat shit. Big shout out and much love to my homie Big Dog Willie, man. He said Tankamaniacs are having a rough summer. First Tank get arrested, then Shakur wins in the fashion they didn't like. Facts. Roach rematch isn't happening, and Tank is fighting Jake Paul. I heard Stone Cold. That's the ref. Tank versus Jake.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your Jusdue.
Big Dog Willie, man. I appreciate you, P Hunter. Shout out to everybody. Appreciate the love. Shout out to the Queen Lisa. I see you in the building, Queen. Appreciate you. GHB, my God. Jordan was good. Don Royal, Al Booger. Pardon me, y'all. GQ. I got A1 Hoops on, my brother, man. How you feeling? Reef, Sunchild, T-Mac, what's good with it? Dank, what's good, fam? Rome in the building. Cornerstone Rod. Shout out to everybody. Blunt Sports, my homie. Forever G's, Teach, what's good with it, man? Pardon me if I missed anybody, man. Much love. Pugilism, what's good, family? Blue Hustle, man, what's good? I just wanted to show y'all, man. Pac-Man, ETL, Tay, man, they out here flipping, my guy. They out here losing their mind on your boy Just, man. All I do is try to show love. I promise you that's it. That's it. To all these dudes. Like, and again, my offer still stands. If you one of those people that jumped in my inbox, if you was talking crazy to me in the comments, if you was out there trying to huff, puff, and blow a house down, if you out there talking about F my mama and all that weird stuff, bro, go find a clip of me hating on Tank Davis and I'll pay you for it. I'll pay you for it. I'm cut different, bro. They call me too nice. One day I'm a Tank super fan. Then it's Shakur, then it's Devin, then it's this one. I ain't trying to hear it, man. I'm for boxing, man. All these dudes is world-class athletes that we talk about, and they're going to get respected as such. There will be no boxing slander ever coming from this platform and from my voice, ever, bro. I'm here to support, or I ain't got nothing to say. Shout out to Mike Kirkland for being a real dude and listen long enough to know, right? See how people, they switch up, but I'm going to get this off the screen. Take your ass somewhere else with that hate, man. Shout out to Zoomverse, my bro. What's good with it, family? How you feeling? So look, man, Roach feel like Roach said it wasn't going to happen. I mean, it is what it is, bro. Shit happens like this all the time. Ain't the end of the world. Go get your bag, man. He said professional bag chaser. You get me? They prize fighters. Who is y'all to tell these fighters not to get money? Who? And I'll never do that. That's why you would never, Tank bugging. Now, look, let's have a real conversation about this. I just had to get that out the way. I had to show y'all some of the disrespect that I deal with being a stand-up dude, and y'all know it. Everybody that's still in here, and y'all hear me speak on boxing every single day, y'all know I do my best. I ain't perfect, but I always give people their credit. You get what I'm saying? I always have my own angle. I don't use nobody else talking points. You get what I'm saying? I get up here and I build, man. Tank Davis is a bad man. And let's talk about it for a second. if he never fought, you know, the Shakur Stevensons of the world and none of those other guys, yeah, it'd be a disservice to the sport of boxing. It'd be unfortunate because we, you know, as boxing fans, like that's a fight that just seemed like it had to happen for obvious reasons. That fight sells itself, in my opinion. Shakur and Tank, 1A, 1B, however you want to look at it, 1 and 2, it don't matter. I'm good with all of it. But those two dudes is cold. We never seen that fight. Yeah, I'll be mad, but I guarantee you would never hear me get up here and talk about how Tank Davis scared. I guarantee you would never hear me get up here and talk about how Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis didn't happen because Tank ducked him. You would never hear me say that. Never. Never. You would never hear me say that because I know a lot of this should be business, timing, opportunities, situation, circumstance, all of that shit, man. All of that stuff. Like this, perfect example. You know what I mean? This is an opportunity that you probably can't get with nobody else. With a Jake Paul. Yeah, it's a weird situation. You're like, damn, what you doing? But hey, let's see. I mean, I ain't about to cry. Boxing will still go on. He gonna do what he want to do. He got the right to make that bread, man. Go get it. You get what I'm saying? Go get it. But yeah, I'll be a little, you know, salty that we didn't get some of those fights. But I don't think we get to get up online and talk about how he had failure and how he ain't never did shit and how he a prospect. And you know what I mean? If you want to say, you know, when it comes to legacy, he told you to hell with that. Well, he told you that. He a legend where he from. You got to start listening to the fighters. You get what I'm saying? My thing is, it seemed like he ain't trying to live up to nobody else's expectations. He in this shit. He came up under the Mayweather wing. Mayweather showed him how to get that bag. He learned how to get that bag. He went on his own. He kept making that bag. And this is what he doing. He's continuing to get to it. Seemed like he learned something to me. Seemed like he learned something. Why is we surprised? Who did he learn some of the game from? Get out of here, man. Tank, go get paid, bro. Go get paid. And no, I'm not about to sit here and try to over-examine his financial situation. That's not for me to figure out. Go get your money, B. Straight like that. In the meantime, you got fights like you got Shakur Stevenson still there. You got a Lamont Roach. That sounds like an intriguing-ass matchup. Yes, I'll be a little salty. Damn, we didn't get to see the rematch because I wanted to see it. You know what I mean? I think the first one was unexpectedly good. I think the second one would have been even better just because of the controversy from the first one and the anticipation, right? It's like a missed opportunity for boxing. But you ain't here, you ain't never heard me get up here and start telling y'all, yeah, see, Tank Davis scared of him. See, he dunking a rematch. See, I don't do that weird ass shit. It's not even for me to try to break that down. Like, look, decisions is made. This is obvious. Look, they moving on. It sound like Lamont Roach said he was about to go try to pursue something else. And that's just boxing for you. Shit goes on, bro. End of story. I can't tell this guy who to fight. Can't make him get in the ring with nobody. Can't make nobody get in the ring with him. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like next man up, Lamont Roach, if he has the opportunity, I think he should pursue a fight with Shakur. If he's gonna stick around at 35, why not? I think that'd be a really good matchup, seeing as how good he performed against Tank. I think people would be interested in seeing it. And low key, call it what it is, man. The winner of that fight, people are wanting to see him in there with Tank. Because Tank ain't retired yet, even though he's doing his one-off. At least that's what's being reported on a large scale. Everybody's reporting. If this goes over the hump, that's still a one-off. You just never know what could happen. So it ain't the end of the world at the end of the day, man. And these guys allowed to make choices that suit them best. And that's what he doing. You know what I mean? Go get your bag. He said, I'm a prize fighter. I like money. Like his money. He about that bag. That's what he said. He'd take his money and go to an island somewhere and chill. You know what I'm saying? So anybody's talking like that, sound like they know they on borrowed time, man. So we'll see what comes of all of this at the end of the day. You know, I'm here to support these dudes, man. Like I said, man. But I tell y'all now, just the message to the Super Tank fans or the super fans of any fighter, Jusdue ain't tolerating no more disrespect. I'm letting that be known. I'm just here to build. I will always make sure I give every single solitary soul that comes through here the respect they deserve, as well as the fighters, bro. I'm not here to be toxic. I'm not here to tear the sport down. I'm not here to insult people for their boxing knowledge or their different opinions. I'm just here to build. And if that's something that you like to rock with, feel free to come and build with your boy. Much love and shout out to my guy Mike Kirkland, man. Always supporting. I appreciate you, family. And big shout out to the Queen. It's a huge supporter, man. It's always showing love. Much love to the Queen Lisa for the huge $100 donation. It's always supporting the grind, and supporting the channel in a huge way. You are truly appreciated. Shout out. What's going on? Why am I joint flagging? What's going on, B? What is going on? Hold on, I can't even get to my thing. What's happening? Can y'all still hear me? Is my LWBoxing? What's good with it? Yeah, my tolerance getting low, Lisa. They killing me. They killing me, Queen. Like, and it's like I'm so laid back and respectful. Like, you can have the most different opinion that you want to have when it comes to talking to me. I know how to leave room for a conversation, meaning people are going to see things differently than Jusdue. There's no way I'm going to come up here every day. 100% of the people is going to see everything the same way. I know that. So I allow people to come up, chop it up, and just build. But man, the disrespect gotta chill, man. Like, y'all be so comfortable behind the laptops, man. I'm telling you, I could get petty. I could be one of the most. I could be the worst. Being my enemy is not a good thing, man. Let me just say that. Kyle Cooley, shout out to my homie, man. Blessings, Brody. Man, I don't know why my joint freezing. Man, what's going on? Prize Fighter TV. Shout out to my dog too, man. Real, man. Mike Kirkland, man. BVO, what's good with it, homie? Shout out to the homie Jordan, man. Zoomverse, what's good, Brody? How you feeling, man? Always good to see my guy in the building, man. Round One Sports Talk. Nah, big dog, a real one, man. Shout out to the Queen Lisa, man. I try my best. I ain't gonna be perfect, but damn, yo, I give everybody love. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Opulent LDTV. What's good, Brody? How you feeling, man? Yeah, yo, it be business first for real, bro. It do. It do, and we sitting here stuck and arguing over shit. Like Don Roy, what's good with it, fam? We be arguing about shit you can't control. Ace, shout out to the homie, man. Folks don't have the money for Tank. Tank could have made 50 M's with Corey. Yeah, man, I think that's a great, crazy fight, man. Paris, he said he did a lot, including ducking. Take about to make 100 million. 8 fresh 313. I'm telling you, about to get that bag, man. Shout out to my dog Jordan. I'm gonna always do my best to give y'all the what y'all deserve in terms of content, bro. I'm not here to be toxic all day and shit on fighters, man. Y'all know I'm gonna be a broken record with that, because no matter how hard I fight, bro, still somebody out there is like, oh, he's a hater. Sonny, what's good? Let's talk fashion. My dog, man, what's good with it? Remo said these people don't think wanted that rematch for Legacy. Yeah, he know that paycheck was elite shit. Mad is a household name. It made him a household name. Yeah, it definitely ain't. And I hope he go get what he do, bro. Big shout out to my guy, the fax machine, the plug LWBoxing. Biggest takeaway: stop speaking on what you think and that you don't know should or should not be doing. Watch the fight or don't watch the fight. And that's always been my stance. I don't do too much arguing about, you know, who these guys are choosing to fight, because I understand that they're going to do what makes the most sense for them in that moment. And oftentimes we don't even know what these guys' options consist of. We don't know, but we'll trash it. Why did he go over there and sign Eddie Hearn match for him? Why did he do it? You know, why did Boots go over there and murder? Yeah, I just showed y'all messages of a guy being mad that Shakur is working with Turkey and Eddie Hearn. You can't make this shit up. He like, yeah, man, but he's supposed to mess with the black man and Al Heyman, so F him. I'm like, yo, what? How did you know? What if Al Heyman didn't have an opportunity for Corey? What if that's not? You get me? These fighters are going to go where the opportunities lie. And could you blame them? In this situation right here with Tank fighting Jake Paul, that's an opportunity to make some bread. Why? Do it. Beat his ass, too, while you're doing it. John Wick, what's good with it? Yeah, they down bad. No, and y'all, let's be the man fans, bro, the super fans. I want to be very clear. Shout out to all my real ones that rock with Tank and that don't be on that weird shit. You just want to see him fight. You support him, win, lose, or draw, right? I know who y'all are, but I just wanted to make an example out of some of the super fans. I don't want everybody to feel like, oh, he calling me. Nah, I ain't doing that. It's just some of the super ones that are argued to the ends of the earth about things that don't need to be argued, man. Superman fans, you know, every panel, every comment section. Let me argue for Tank. Yeah. You know, we'll never know what he gonna do. Like, just think about it. He was in another situation where his freedom could have been at stake. You never know. He probably like, man, I'm about to get that bag. You know, you get me? Like, man, I'm getting tired of this, man. Boxing getting weird, man. I'm about to go make that bag and get the hell on out of here. You get me? I ain't tripping. Told me Shakur should wait for the Tank versus Roach winner and not fight Tiafimo in February. Now, look, that's a fact, dog. That no man waits for nobody, bro. You can't wait for nobody. Yeah, they do. Mike Kirkland, man. Yeah, they do. But that's all I'm saying. And look, I've always been about boxing. I tried my best to come here and not make it toxic, right? So when I be talking, when I started hearing like it might be an issue with the rematch, I started saying, shout out to my brother Skills too, man. I started saying, but damn, that's unfortunate because the first fight was so good. You could just imagine a rematch being even better because both guys are going to really want to do more to win. And that's going to cause for the fight, to me, to play out even better than the first one. Lamont Roach already felt like, damn, all right, even though he felt like he should have got the nod, he still feels as though he could have did more. And to win, he's going to have to do more. I think that makes the fight fun. That's where I was at. So I'm like, damn, I like the rematch for both of them. And Tank get an opportunity to, you know, shut some people up. And, you know, it just all was good for boxing. The controversy, the need, the run into the corner, all that shit was good. It's good to sell a rematch. So it seemed like the right thing to do was have a rematch. But I think as time went, you know, and maybe plans changed, you know. You had a little quick situation. Maybe that made him say, you know what, about to go get some bread. You just never know what plays into these decisions. That's why I try my best not to go too hard on it. Like, he acted at the end of the day, he did what he wanted to do. That's what we do know. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping. You know what I mean? Maybe it could leave an opportunity for Lamont Roach to fight a guy like Shakur Stevenson. They did talk about fighting each other. It sounded like they on the same page, mutually, you know what I mean, wanting to fight each other or willing to fight each other. That's a good sign. Maybe Tank not fighting him leaves Lamont Roach an opportunity to fight another champion in a meaningful fight, right? A fight for the title. Why not? Know what I mean? The way he performed against Tank makes people feel like he can be at that level. He showed us, right? 12 rounds of it. Why not? And like I said before, low key, the winner of that fight would be demanded to fight Tank. People will really want to sit there and be looking at Tank like, hey man, we get you made that money, but what you get me? Say Lamont Roach beat Shakur. They definitely gonna want to see a rematch with Lamont and Tank. You get me? Shakur Stevenson beat Lamont Roach. They definitely gonna be like, man, hey Tank, he just beat your work. Hey man, you ain't rematch him. Hey man, fight Core. You get me? So I really be thinking like a boxing fan, like the next man up. Okay, maybe they changed their mind. Maybe they had to change their heart. Maybe Tank said, fuck it, I don't want to do a rematch. I'm gonna fight Jake for more money. Maybe that's what he said, right? Maybe that's what he said. But a surface level fan gonna be like, see, Tank ducking. Told you he didn't want the rematch. He ducking him. Ducking a guy that you gave an opportunity to. Okay, that make a lot of sense. You scared of a guy that you win 12 rounds with. Okay, yeah, that make a lot of sense. Now I can understand maybe not wanting to do it again because you didn't think it was going to be a draw. You expected to win that fight. That's cool, but they can change their mind. I'm here to tell you, fighters can change. They're entitled to change their mind. They can say something and change their damn mind. It'd be within their right to do it. And sometimes that it's just that simple. You might say one thing and that might be the plans. It might be all systems go. Maybe everything was to go ahead, full steam ahead and do that rematch. And then you start thinking and you like, you know what? It's Jake Paul thing. I could do this and make some money. And there you go. You start to think on it enough. Shit, you have a legal situation. Man, you start thinking, you get me? You start thinking my brain, man. Hey, man, let me go get this bag. So, look, man, that's it. That's all, man. But, like I said, man, crashing out over chats, the Super Tank fans, man, chill out, bro. Chill, bro. He still got my support. You know what I mean? He going to always have my support. I'm going to always support the man. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to always support him. But I like boxing. I don't know how many more ways I can say it. He elite, world class. You get what I'm saying? And maybe when it's all said and done, there'll be questions that you'll have depending on who he didn't fight. Maybe you'll be like, damn, I would have loved to see him in this fight or that fight. That's okay. It's all good, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, man. Watching Tank come through the ranks and build himself up and become his own man, it should have been a fun ride as a boxing fan. You get what I'm saying? It's been fun to watch. And you know that he got more in him. You know it. Like, you know, because he right in his prime. He's 30. You know he got some more to give. But I think with Tank is more mental than anything else. That's what it seems like, right? When you start hearing about therapy, wanting to be better and wanting to get away and be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's a guy that want to make some improvements. And I think Thomas, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you, man. That's a guy that's been successful enough to the point where he can think about life after boxing. Not everybody gets to that point. So I think that's rare, and I think that's really dope for Tank Davis, man, that he was fortunate enough to be able to get to the point where he's been successful, where he had to been a broke ass fighter, and he don't seem like a guy that's gonna have to fight way past his prime, right? And I think because of the different situations, along with the success that he's had, it's put him in a position to be able to consider and think about life after boxing. This is why he'll be sitting down talking about wanting to be a better person and softer for his daughters and, you know, all that different stuff, right? That, you know, been through, sound like that's somebody that been through some shit and could be getting tired of the game. You just never know, right? Even when I heard him say, you know, when Loma didn't fight him, he was like, he noticed he never said Loma ducked him. Like, he leveled with him. He was like, man, I understand, man. I feel as though maybe his body was breaking down. Like, Tank would know better than us because he's a fighter that been fighting since 5-6 years old. That's a lot of wear and tear. That's 20 plus years of the grind. You just never know what that take out of you. And then with the different things that he's been through and being at that level for so long, I think the crown get heavy. I think it do. So if you telling me I'm a guy that watched how many more double-digit people die and not make it to the level I made it to. I grew up poor. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know about his background with the parent situation and all that. You meet a Calvin Ford and y'all able to grind together and put yourselves in a position to change your career and your life. At no point ever do you get to tell that man not to go do what's best for him financially, bro. And I think that's what it boiled down to. Yeah, you could be pissed off. You could say you don't like the fight. That's corny. He should have fought this one. You owe Lamont the rematch. Yeah, we could say all that. But you ain't got to slander the man to make that point. You'd be like, damn, that's disappointing. I thought we was getting a rematch. That's a much better fight than his BS with Jake Paul. And, you know what I mean? It's a little circus fight, whatever you want to call it, a spectacle. But it involves Tank Davis, and people are going to watch it, and it's going to generate money. And this is a business, man. These people, and they're prize fighters. With that being said, this will be a business move, a prize fighter move. And here, get it, man. Get that money. Because truth be told, everybody complaining, for the ones that are, if they was in the same exact situation, to be able to fight Jake Paul for a bag, they'd do it too. I'm not trying to hear nothing. It's easy to say what you won't do when you're not in a situation. Get what I'm saying? You have that opportunity to make that kind of money, you're gonna go make that shit too. Get what I'm saying? You're gonna go make that money. You're gonna go get that bag. PBC fighters that were waiting on Tank versus Roach are saying, yeah, man, that Shock Foster fight and Cool Boy sucked. You know what I mean? Because it was supposed to be on the undercard, so I don't even know what's up. Think Tank can win. Paris will hold Jake. Yeah, it'd be a strange ass fight, but shit, in a way, yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, Tank mess around, get Paul on this shit. Tank chasing the money before I was kid. You gotta respect it, and it's crazy, Paul, because we gotten so comfortable thinking we can decide what fighters do. No, you don't. Just support the ones that you want to support the most, right? But my support is a lot deeper than just you making the moves I want to see from home. Now, make no mistake, and I said this before in a different stream, sometimes the moves that a fighter makes for themselves align with what you want to see at home as a fight fan, and you tend to grow a deeper respect for that fighter because of it. You get what I'm saying? Because of that. But that's not going to be everybody's it's not going to be everybody's path, bro. Everybody gonna get their way, man. And I think Tank just doing it his way, man. Says boxing's cruel and unforgiving. Get as much money. It is, bro. It is, man. Look what Truck Simpson said. He not on the level of Tank Davis, but check it what he said. This is why I be keeping little clips like this and little posts and quotes. This is prize fighting. Said this game is about making the biggest fights for the biggest paydays possible. Anything else? And you just going to be 40 years old with nothing but stories and a concussion history. That's some of the realest shit he ever wrote. That's Truck Simpson, somebody that's, Tank guy, one of Tank peoples. What is he telling you? These guys are trying to make money, bro. It's only fans that's like, nah, man, I'm going to make the money. Legacy. You keep hearing people tell you, man, them belts and all that shit don't feed their family. So sometimes they're going to choose the money over a belt or vice versa. Some guys might go for a belt versus the money. But more times than not, man, these guys want to be paid. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever forget that they prize fighter. Their goal is to make money. Shout out to my guy Marcus, man, in the Cash App. Much love, much appreciation, bro. I don't know why my keep freezing on me. Hold on, give me 2 seconds, y'all. See something. With that fixed the issue. My bad. Shout out to Boxing Hacker. What's good with it, bro? Big shout out to my homie Marcus. Shout out to Marcus. Appreciate you, Brody. Much love, man. Y'all hit the like button. We gonna keep building, man. I just came here a little early. Your boy was a little annoyed, man. You know, we just here to build, you know, call the sport straight down the middle. And like I said, this the most recent news, and it got people feeling some type of way. I don't think there's no reason to feel no type of way. Just watch boxing or don't. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul is in it to make money. He's been talking about fighting all these different guys. Maybe he finally got his opportunity. Big Soldier was good with it. Mental gymnastics not gonna cut it. Question: did he and Jake have a contract signed already for the Roach? So he didn't duck a rematch. Overlooked Roach. Yeah. I'm not sure. P100 Nuke 1-Up Games was good, bro. For me, I'm never gonna say he ducked a rematch because I know how boxing fans talk, right? But sometimes you could just change your mind. And he gonna have to deal with the blowback or the criticism that come with it, right? But I just think sometimes guys change their mind or they just go in a different direction. You get what I'm saying? That's how I be seeing it. I don't be trying to make it like overly analyze it. For me, like you fought him once. Maybe you like, man, I don't really want to do that again, right? I don't think it's about him ducking him or being scared to fight him. Obviously, he fought him once, but maybe he don't want to spend another fight on him. Maybe he like, man, hell no, that was close. I don't want to fight that dude again, man. he know me a little bit. It could be anything, right? It could be anything. But never am I going to try to make the man seem like less than because he's not taking a rematch. I'm not here to do him like that, right? It could be a number of reasons, but we could only just suspect, right? But just never know. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. But I say like just having that opportunity to fight Jake in a crazy ass setup fight, you know what I mean? And the money that you probably could make from it, you like, you know what? Like not fight none of these dudes that gonna do this, right? You know what I mean? Especially if it was to be on Netflix or some shit like that. It'd probably be crazy. You just never know. Money, I'll duck a rematch too. That's what I'm saying. At that point, though, it's really not ducking. It's doing business. You get me? It's not really ducking. You know what I mean? It's doing business, but people don't like it because it's not a move that is in line with what they wanted to see. So they'll call it ducking. But, man, shout out to my guy, Tay Jones. He's a fighter. And I'm pretty sure he can attest to what I'm saying better than I can, right, about when it comes to that ducking narrative and stuff like that. Guys, grown men ain't scared to fight each other, man. Business got to make sense. That's something that I've always understood and know. You hear that right from the people that put the fights together, bro. They tell you. They like, yo, guys got to be treated fairly on both ends. It got to make sense on both sides or fights are not going to get made. People don't get that. And then look, think about it. Even when people don't get the money they're supposed to get that they're asking for, we almost conditioned to say, oh, well, you're pricing yourself out. Or you're you know what I'm saying? You're ducking or this or that, or you use the business to duck. And it's like, man, it's just a tough game, I would say. He said, don't know, just sounds like DuckTales. Nah, I just look at it like this, man. I get it. It's a certain way that people call boxing, right? Y'all look at stuff as ducking. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I just feel like it's business. No, understanding that this shit is a business, that shit is going to be considered with every move that you make. When you're a guy and Gervonta Davis that stands to always make X amount of dollars, and the way things have changed, Showtime stepping out, Amazon Prime stepping in, I think that changed the dynamic of things as well. And I think it could very well have impacted the people that he's electing to fight. If you just look at the press conferences, no press conference could you look at since he's been a pay-per-view. Well, fighting on pay-per-view, could you say none of his press conference looked like that? So something looked very different. I just wish I had more of the information so I didn't have to kind of like spitball at it or just try to guess. But something clearly looks different with the way that they're moving, structuring things as a unit with the PBC, far as the way they're putting on shows, all that stuff. It's just like something is different. And like I said, the press conference to me was telling. But again, for him, standing to make so much money, that Jake Paul opportunity is probably like a once in a lifetime thing. So it becomes very tough to turn that down, especially when you like your money. And we've almost made it a bad thing that people chase money, right? We almost condition, nah, you got to chase legacy, bro. Them fighters will tell you quick, they kids can't eat no damn belts. You see what I mean? Some opportunities you just, I guess, are too good to pass up. So for me, that's how I would look at that. You know what I mean? I just don't see Tank as a scary guy. How far he gonna push it before he actually hang up the pair of gloves remains to be seen. But I see this as strictly being a business bag move and a one-off. And I don't know, because y'all see him retiring after this point. I don't know. I don't feel like that's the next thing to do. So we're gonna see. I'm here for the ride, bro. I'm here. It's gonna get interesting. Tankamaniacs are in pain because Tank is the B-side on this joint. Yeah, man. I don't know. They mad. I couldn't believe.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your Jusdue.
I couldn't understand it, big dog. I truly couldn't understand it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I really can't. Like, I don't understand why they're mad at people for reporting that this shit was going on. So it's on Netflix. It's going to be free, and Netflix give you Canelo versus Carver free. Yeah. Eyes on the sports should be the goal. You get me. Manny versus Tank. Yeah, Jake. Nope. I feel you, bro. Got now. I got nothing but love for you, Jusdue, but you're wrong. There's two left. What wrong about what? What am I wrong about? Two left feet. Damn, man. I'm wrong as two left feet down there. What I'm wrong about, famo? We'll talk to me, man. Talk to me, man. Exactly why boxing dying, Tank fan was trying to justify. That's the thing, though, Paul. If they just focused on the fact that this is business and he's a prize fighter and he's a guy that's always been about that bag, if you see the way that he was groomed coming up under Floyd Mayweather, you could kind of understand why he would make a move like this. And you heard like constantly people speaking about the end or retirement on more than one occasion. So it became a thing. So when you just factor in everything that you've seen with the buildup of the last fight, from the press conferences to his energy, to the things that he said and revealed to the public, to little reports coming out about him speaking to different people about retirement and being serious about it, to the therapy, so many different things. Like you never know where the end is at for him. Sometimes we like, man, Tank got all these fights left and he could do all of this. And sometimes, man, Tank could probably be like, man, I got a couple left, man. You get me? I got a couple left. And then people will go crazy. See, he never fought nobody. Oh my God. He's like, man, I'm not doing I'm not stressing myself out like that. We're going to find out in due time, just like with this situation. So you just never know when somebody, you never know when it's enough for somebody, right? You never know when they feel like it's enough. And that conversation is not had enough because people always focused on what they want because they're fans and they got money and they're willing to pay for the fights. That means the fighter's supposed to do whatever they say do. It don't work like that. You get me? So, it's just crazy, man. I feel like he just doing what all fighters do, man, making the best decisions for him and his team. And right now, you know, with the way boxing is in today's boxing, there's just so many other ways to make money, or you got opportunities like a Jake Paul in boxing that wasn't there years and years ago. So, you know what I mean? The opportunity is there for him to cash in, and I ain't mad at him for doing so. I just ain't. I can't be mad. That's a guy that came from zilch, bro. I can't stress that enough. Came from absolutely nothing. He going to get money and we going to flip out. Nah, I don't think so. Fighting this dude, 10 weight class below you, a scrub shit. For the average person, change shoes, they not turn down 50 million. Nah, they not. However many millions is going to come with that fight, they not turning it down. PBC got 154 on lock from Boots. No Tank retiring, I think. It could be the end. Shout out to my homie CJ too. Tank ain't taking no tough fights. This is a cash grab. Yeah, it is. It's a cash grab, man. But you know, think cash now before he retires. He is, man. He is. Jay Smith was good. I'd rather Tank fight Gary Russell. I know it seemed like a good opportunity to fight him too. Champ Raw, shout out to you, homie. All right. Shout out. I appreciate you, man, as always. Shout out to everybody that pulled up, man. We popped up a little early, man. We had to build on it. My guys, Zoom say, yeah, got to get that money, yo. Zoom, you feel me? That's why I ain't mad at him. Jake Paul, I get it, yo. I get it. We like Jake. I get it. But sometimes you know, opportunities present themselves. And what do you do if you're a fighter? You go cash in. Go versus Devin should make sense. Big Soldier. Man, you just don't know, man. My guy whispered something about that, but I don't know if he want me to put that out there. Yeah, hey, look, you never know. That fight could ever happen, man, with Turkey around Big Soldier. I wouldn't mind. I would like to fight. But Tank always gonna get his love over here, bro. But his super fans, I don't like y'all. The Tankamaniacs, the ones that argue and be disrespectful, I don't like y'all. I don't rock with y'all. Like, not Canals and Ty Country boxing is way bigger in Mexico than the US. Shit, man, it's ready for all this. Yeah, but look, see how you feel, Zoom. See how you feel just from having to hear it, right? Now imagine, and you ain't got a box and you feel like that because you're just tired of. You like, bro, what's wrong with y'all? But right now, imagine him, right? Put yourself in his shoes. You've been fighting since what, 5-6 years old. No matter who you fight, it's gonna be some criticism. We found that out from Pedraza all the way on. Now, the real one's going to give him his undeniable credit. Mr. Grandy, what it do? But you get me? Just imagine being in a sport that you dedicated your life to, and no matter what turn or decision you make, you got some person that can't do a quarter of the shit that you do, 5% of the shit you do, talking crazy, criticizing you, telling you where you should sign, who you should fight, when you should fight them, what weight class to fight at. You know what I mean? What, you know what I mean? What location? Like, it never ends. Fans are so possessive when it comes to boxing, bro. So possessive, man. They think they could tell these dudes do whatever they say, you know? But I can just imagine that wearing on a boxer mentally. Like, no matter what you do, it's like I said, it's going to be somebody out there telling you ain't did shit and you don't want to fight and you scared and you ducking this or you ducking that. It's never ending. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta get his bread, bro. Gotta get that bread, man. Yeah, it's a fact. It truly is, Cal. Every fight is a cash grab, to be honest, though. You know what I mean? Because these dudes is all getting their money. So I wouldn't be surprised if the thread going to Jusdue. Hey, I thought that's why I had to scroll back up. I know you had said something that I missed. Shout out to Cal Cooley. Yeah, man. I was thinking that too. Bro. You get what I'm saying? When it happened, like, you like, hey, you know what? You just put things in perspective. PGH was good, homie. You just like, man, you know what? I'm about to do this shit. Like, man, I ain't fighting him again. And it's just that simple. Fans going to be mad, but they'll get over it at the end of the day. They'll get over it. You know what I'm saying? Just go out there and fight your fight and win, bro. You get what I'm saying? Because, again, when it's all said and done and them gloves get hung up and you ain't, fight no more, they're going to be on to the next. If you go out there, you get your ass kicked and handed to you, they're going to be on to the next. They're going to be trashing you, talking about, you know what I mean? Just on to the next. You know how boxing is. Boxing is very fickle like that. People switch up on just like that. You know what I mean? And nowadays, you don't even got to lose. We seen it with Tank. All it took was a draw, and people true colors started coming out. You know what I'm saying? People true colors started coming out. So I don't know, man. I see what Lamont is saying, and look, I know he a little gutted. I'm a little gutted for him because I felt like he did earn a rematch. I feel like if it was any Tank fight that warranted a rematch, it was this one. No other need more than hardcore. No, listen, I think casual fans serve a good space. They're needed in boxing. They are. Samuel, what's good, homie? Lamont Nicole, that's what I'm saying. And they had to stop, like basically stop her training camp, not hear nothing. People that took his dad was talking about this. People took time away from their families and stuff, sparring partners, different things. That's the unfortunate part about it. I do wish that they were communicating with him more and just like letting him know what it was, just for the purpose of, you know, just avoiding the BS. You know what I'm saying? And I would have liked to see it. I would have liked to see them be on the same page. You know what I mean? I would, because it's a really good fight. But that's how boxing is. It's a dirty business, man. Like, you know, so somebody should have reached out to Lamont Roach, maybe from Team Tank, and told him, look, they moving on. That's the only thing I can say. But I can't over, you know what I mean? They obviously, they hold the keys. You know what I'm saying? And it's all up to him. If he want to do it, he can do it. If not, he don't have to. It's unfortunate. Said Tank fight Lamont. Roach was next. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. You know what? Cornelius, shout out to Cornelius. Let's keep building. So you right. You're right, big soldier. He 100% in that one where he had the little cap on, the little visor. He said he wanted to be next, but ain't next though. That's what he said. He did say that. He did. I just know that, you know, when we seen the tweets and stuff, people felt like because of the tweets, it was like we was gonna get it. You get what I'm saying? But I take things on Twitter with a grain of salt because I know a lot of time people be talking in that moment, probably frustrated or reacting to something, man. You get what I'm saying? I know when cooler heads prevail, you sit down and think that decision ain't gonna just be solely up to you. So you're 100% right. He did. He was like, I wanted to, but ain't gonna be next though. You're 1,000,000% right. I do remember it. Yeah, I do. People just felt like that was the thing to do. I mean, look, it was all systems go. We even had a date tentatively that got thrown out there. So I get why people felt like it was coming. But look, man, to me, just it's life and it's boxing. It's unfortunate for Roach and, you know, Cool Boy Steph and Shock was supposed to be on that undercard. They essentially had an undercard filled out. That's why it sucked, because it's like, now when do those fights happen and what cards do they fall on and do they still happen, right? Is Shock and Cool Boy still gonna fight each other and all that stuff? So I hate that, you know what I mean? But I don't know. You know what I mean? I support boxing. On this one, Tank is he going to get paid, you know? Yeah, you're right. That's a good point though, P Hunter. Yeah, you're right though. Shout out to Cornelius. Yeah, man. Probably not, bro. Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Probably not. I mean, I know he was saying he signed his part, but he's saying Tank didn't sign his part, right? So, because look, at the end of the day, it was for him that they said he activated the rematch call. So I think it was really up to him if he wanted to do the fight again. And I know when it's all said and done, fans gonna be like, nah, you owe that man a rematch. I get all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, that's why I say when you in the driver's seat, you make those decisions, man. You can deviate from what you was initially gonna do. Because think about it. I mean, nobody obviously plans to lose or have a draw, but you know, just thinking realistically, like in terms of boxing, he wasn't thinking about having to fight no one person twice, in my opinion. You get me? So that shit was something different that he would have had to do. Like, damn, and do I spend another fight on this dude or do I just go do something else? You get me? And I think people be having a hard time accepting that. Sometimes a fighter might be telling us, hey, yo, I'm going to do something else. I ain't fighting this dude. I'm going to do something else. You get me? That's all. I'm going to do something else, G. I don't undercard of Tank versus Paul. They could. I just wonder where it's going to be at, P. You know what I'm saying? How they going to do it now? Where it's going to fall at, all this stuff. So that shit crazy. That's crazy. Shakur is presented a fight with Jake Paul. Most likely he'd take it. Any boxer realistically would do it. I'm telling you, bro. The money that you stand to make teach, you know, the money, you know, and look, I don't know, you know, because I think it'll make guys consider it for sure, teach. I don't know if everybody will pull through with it, because I think the most unexpected part about it is we feel like Tank is in his prime years, and it's like we expect to see this more so when you really about to hang him up. And I know the thought is for some people that he ain't no way he leaving with this being his last fight, right? So it just feels that way. So that's all. You know what I'm saying? It's just the timing of it. Still in his prime and shit like that. But You just never know when that the end is near, how close the end is for these guys. You know, BN Boxing News, my dogs, they don't look good in the Tank. Real talk, Tank fight Jake Paul, man. It's a bad look. I feel you, because a lot of people felt that the rematch was coming, and you know, it was being told that it was going to happen in August. We've seen things happen, obviously, with the legal situation. And like Cal Cooley mentioned, I'm glad he said that, because that was something that popped in my head as well. I did think that maybe that may have impacted a decision to just say, you know, the hell with the rematch, and just say, you know what, I'm gonna fight such and such. You get what I'm saying? Y'all hit that like button for me, man. Said my homeboy won't follow boxing. Just text me about Tank versus Paul. They're gonna get that casual fan. I'm telling you, yeah. Imagine Tank fans saying Canelo versus Crawford is a useless fight. This make them saying extra goofy now, because it was people that was saying like, y'all, Crawford's fighting for money. And that, again, that's those toxic boxing conversations. Boxing hacker people always trying to turn some shit into like who? Think about something, bro. Check this out. Dig this. I get it. It's Jake Paul. It's a circus fight. It's a joke. It's this. It's that. It's a spectacle. But dig this. Who's the joke really on? When we know, like, to a degree that they just stand. We don't know exactly how much, but we know they stand to make a lot of money. Like, who would the joke really be on? We've really conditioned ourselves to think our opinion matter more than what the result is going to be for them if they fight. Do you think they're going to be thinking about who's complaining they counting or cashing that check? You get me? That's what people don't be understanding, right? Like, we've almost been conditioned to think we can shit on somebody that's about to go out and make a shit ton of money for a night's work. You get me? Some shit that people don't make in their lifetime, they going to make it in a night's work. And we think we could just sit back and be like, yeah, man, that ain't shit. Like, he winning, bro. I get it. And on the boxing side, we like, damn, that ain't nobody at 35. That's not a champion. That's not a unification. That's not nobody at 40. I know it's people that's like, oh, well, said you wouldn't fight at 40 or above 40, but you fighting Jake. How the hell you fighting Jake? I get it, man. But, you know, shit happens, man. You know, shit happens, bro. It's at the end of the day, it really be up to the fighter and what they want to do. And you just never know what point these guys are at. And if you've been listening how I've been listening to Tank, if the stuff he been saying been resonate with you the way it been with me, then he sounds like a guy that he want to give it a few more and possibly sell off. And this might be like a bucket list opportunity. Hey, you know what? I got an opportunity to go still, you know, run to the bank one good time. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it is. You know what I mean? You might know if they was about to run it back. My reason not to believe it. Lamont sitting still until she came together. Yeah. If he was just sitting, because he said he wasn't hearing nothing. Said he wasn't hearing nothing. Fight Roach Shakur after round beat Pacquiao. I'm holding on to hope. Yeah. Pacquiao thing was talked about. Dante's boxing talk was good, homie. That was being talked about too. Stanley was good with his fight. Represents the death of pay-per-view. Shit, more free fights is better for us. Cash Sports, the box story, and my dog. We said dudes with respected person who sold 20, 30 million worth of dope. But because Tank's doing something they don't like, it's bad. And look, it depends how you put the conversation, right? When you talk about if this fight proves that he's the best in his division, nah, it doesn't do that. If it separates him from the competition in terms of like accomplishments or fighting a name, nah, it doesn't do that. But it does check the box of entertainment, the business side with the money. It's going to do that. You get me? And I think the interest that's in it makes it okay to do it. Like, think about it, right? Our voices are our voices, right? I think we matter for sure, but we're a very small percentage of the entirety of the whole, right? We're a very small percentage. And I think when they get put together and you see the kind of turnout, you will see that it's far more people that's willing to watch it, support it, and tolerate it than the people that aren't. And I think in terms of business, that's what makes it okay to do. Get what I'm saying? But in terms on some boxing stuff, us hardcores or us people that's watching boxing every time it come on weekend after weekend, you know, we're paying for the pay-per-views, we going to the fights and stuff. This doesn't satisfy your appetite in terms of a challenge that he should have took. This doesn't do it for you. You get what I'm saying? You want to see something different. You know what I mean? So I get it. I get it. In terms of like, does it prove what people wanted to see you prove? Like your greatness, I think a rematch would have shut a lot of people up. You know what I'm saying? I think the rematch would have shut a lot of people up. Remo, appreciate you, bro. I had that too. I had that in here somewhere. I thought I put it here. Did I? Thought I uploaded it. I didn't get it. Oh, man, I didn't because I ain't had no space. Let me get this. Let me delete some of this stuff, y'all. But, yeah, man, shout out to everybody. So I hope they put every fight on Netflix. Cheaper for me. Yeah, that'd be dope, man. Stepping stone to get another network. Could be. Food thing about this. Said the good thing about this. Just no excuses at this. Yeah. I think a little bit, appreciate you, Remo. Let me pull this up too, because I meant to get to this. Let me take some of this stuff down. Just wanted to show y'all how they be talking to your boy Justin, his DMs and his inbox. So they be going off. These people be pissed off about nothing. Nothing. What's his name? Why? Yo, this shit changed people's names. BZPG said, who confirmed this fight? Shit. Here you go. Here go a post from MVP. BZ. There go a post from MVP directly. That's directly on their social media. I know people were saying Mike Coppinger and stuff. I know I use that post, but in my thing, but I don't really be citing him as no #1 source ever. You know what I mean? You at this point, it's like, I think it's like who not confirming it at this point or who ain't talking about it. So it'll be a lot of people that's wrong. I did hear some stuff about it being false reports, but then when I went to MVP, this is what I seen. You know what I'm saying? Them talking about pre-sale tickets and stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah, that don't sound like it's a joke. Sound like it's gonna happen. So we're gonna see. Yeah, and Gary Russell on this card. Been talking about negotiating a fight. Yeah, man. Big Dog Willie, that's my dog. Big Dog was like, see, I told y'all. But yeah, man, they threatened your boy, man. I told you couldn't go to Detroit. All type of things, man. They'd be tripping. Shout out to Remo, man. Yeah, I did have this thing with Birdo. I think this is the same joint you just sent me. When I'm talking about it. Yeah, 58 seconds. Shout out to my guy, Mr. Rich Threads, man. I'm gonna lie, I'm extremely disappointed. The lady that decided to crash out. Oh yeah. I told and you know what's funny? I took it like Zoom. I took it like I kept it kind of classy. You know what I mean? I might have took a little shot here or there, but I didn't really say too much because you know I respect my ladies that come through here, and you know used to see her over here way too much. So that's a complete 180 from before, but. You know, like I said, that's a whole day. I can't even have that conversation up here. Y'all be like, man, you never know who these people are behind these avatars. I will say that, but I'm gonna keep fighting that good fight, bro. And matter of fact, my bro said don't fight, man. I'm gonna just keep pushing good boxing. You know, good boxing. I'm gonna keep supporting these guys. I know it's people that think, you know, if they don't hear you, oh yeah, Cal, yeah. She did the crash out right there, Cal. I'm gonna sit right there. She crashed out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's on the MVP website, y'all. It's on the MVP website. Yeah. Yeah, she crashed out in real time. Shout out to the homie Clay Moraine. Was good with it. He said, don't let him fake circus out here. Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, she crashed out on your brother. She called me a fraud, a hater, and a loser. And you know what's crazy? You would have thought I said something wild. I said, yo, and I shouted out the host, and I said, yo, they about to be punching in the air or something like that. That's all I said, just laughing. I was just teasing, just like having fun. That's all I said. I ain't say nothing else. I ain't say nothing bad about the fight. I ain't say, yo, I ain't watching it. I don't like this dude. He trash. See, I told you he ain't want to fight Shakur. He ducking him. That's how people be talking to me. Like I'm just doing this. And you know what I notice about his biggest fans? They can't take people criticizing him the way they criticize everybody else. I see people completely tear down boxing on a regular basis, and then when it comes to their favorite guy in Tank, they want everybody to praise him. And if you don't do it, then they're gonna tell you, you know what I mean? Then they're gonna say some BS like, oh, you hating on him or something. Like, think about it. I ain't never been called a hater of his because you just can't find the content. You can't find nowhere where, yeah, see, I told you he ain't like him. Nah, I do think it's somebody that could beat him. But I also said he could beat that same guy, and people lose their mind. You get what I'm saying? I say him and Corey's a good fight. I think I put my money on Corey against anybody. People lose their mind. Like, see, I knew you ain't really like him. What? What do you mean I don't like him? I think somebody could beat him in a fight, in a boxing match. Because I think one of the best pure boxers can actually edge him in a boxing match. That means I don't like him. Shit, man. I'm like, damn, man, ain't that loser is crazy, bro. That fraud is wow. A hater, everybody say hater, but damn, a fraud and a loser. That one made me a little mad, bro. That one made me a little mad. I'm disappointed in you. You know what I mean? You know you too damn old to be talking like that. You should be talking to me as a young man talking to me that way. Yeah, Hannibal, yeah, it's crazy. And there was 3 of them. I just wanted to show y'all some of the stuff that I go through. And look, y'all, every single time, those people were wrong. Not one time was somebody right. The one dude that said, I can't come to Detroit, he ended up saying he gonna subscribe and check out the channel. The other dude, I just had to block him. He said, F my mama. He started talking about, you know, F Shakur because he with Turkey and Eddie Hearn. He was supposed to go with Al Heyman, the black man, so F him. Like, he just started going wild. I was like, yo, I literally told him to go tell Shakur I don't care. I had to tell him this. Like, go tell Shakur how you feel. I don't care about what you think. But he just kept going. He kept going. I'm like, bro. You know what I mean? Then the other guy down here, I think he might be a little mental. He said, F my mama. I was like, jeez, bro. Y'all rough out here on Jusdue, man. Troll the fans on the WWE Tank. Yeah, you got some Tankamaniacs for sure. Emmanuel was good with it, homie. And look, let me say this. I think every fan base, every fighter that's successful and been that way for a while, they find themselves at the top somewhere. I think Ernest was good, homie. I think they all have like some crazy fans. But for my money, what I see across the internet, no, it's not. And I want to be clear, it's not the Tank fans that go crazy. It's the super ones. That's another level. The ones that won't let you have an opinion. The ones that are getting mad because you talking about this fight between them two, like everybody else ain't doing it. They'll just call you a hate for no good reason, right? Those are the people I don't like. That's why I use them as an example. And if it wasn't for the fact that I have much respect for my ladies and the queens, I would have took that a much different way. Y'all lucky because YouTube is no holds barred. Like, I could have had fun with this, bro. Y'all would have been looking at me different. That's why I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. But damn, and notice none of that had nothing to do with boxing. Just straight disrespecting me just because you can. And I'm like, look at that. I didn't even have an opinion. I ain't say nothing wrong. But tell you what, if Tank fight Jake Paul, guess what, y'all? Guess what? Jusdue is gonna watch it. And guess what else I'm gonna do while I'm watching it? I'm not gonna be complaining. I'm gonna watch it. And I'm gonna come talk about it. I might even go to call it live. Because it's Tank Davis. You get what I'm saying? I know. I want to go, trust me, OP, you know, because I want to show people, even when I had the opportunity to do something, like I don't do what everybody else do, because somebody else would have fried her and you know, fricassee, and I could really, 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 really fry the man. Should be, you won't even want to come on YouTube no more. You know what I'm saying? I really could. That should be scary. But I think the fair warning is out there, and I just want people to know that Free Smoke was good with it. I come here to build, not destroy or tear down, man. You know, and a lot of times, I don't care how y'all disagree with me, just come to build. You know what I mean? At work, peace, Justin. Shout out to CJ, my dog, man. But yeah, OP, man. You know, I still got a good person, you know, in me a little bit. You know, I got some resistance, and I think just talking to people is allowing me not to go, you know what I mean, super left, because I could, but at that time I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I had a good little break in between So I was able to kind of decompress, because I ain't gonna lie, just imagine not saying nothing to somebody at all, and not even saying nothing negative, right? No acts, no negative nothings, no nothing. And just imagine somebody saying that to you just for no reason at all. You get me? But the internet, Stressed Out Boxing was good, homie. The internet, Ghetto Fab was good, has created a safe place for people to say things that they don't have to stand on. So nowadays you can just, and that's part of the reason why I don't rock with somebody else. Like, I got more Tankamaniacs I could have put up there and used as an example, but I just wanted to use them 3, you know, make my point. But I'm dead serious. I got about 5 or 6 different people I can show you how they talk and why they super fans, and everybody in here agree. It'd be like, yeah, that's crazy. It's just not that deep. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I know y'all in here, so I'm gonna just, like, I let it, you know, because I really wanted to bake her ass, but I'm like, you know what? You know, I think that's why I didn't block the name out. At least I wanted people to see it, because there used to be a regular that frequented the channel, and she used to praise the channel. And then, mind you, I still make the same kind of content, so nothing changed. But when people don't hear what they want, they don't get the certain special treatment out of you, that they lose their mind. Like, they get disrespectful. So, I mean, she lucky that I love my ladies, man, and I'm gonna just let her. And I got some woman and daughter. She lucky that kind of saves her a little bit. But next time I address it right on. Like, you want to play like that? But again, I appreciate everybody rocking out and understanding that shit. It's a lot of shit we go through just to try to make fair, balanced content, y'all. You get what I'm saying? Fair, balanced content. That's all I want to do. I mean, I have no desire to you know, just be negative all day. That's not the space that I'm in, right? Like, yo, if you've ever seen, ask my girl, you know what I'm saying? Ask my girl. If you see me at a boxing match, you will know, like, I'm like a kid in a candy store. You'll think it was probably my first time at a fight, the way I enjoyed myself. She get a kick out of just watching me enjoy myself, because it's not too many situations where I can be where I'm going to enjoy it that way. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, no. Nah, she, you know, I got it in just a little bit. She got a little bit of a pass on the strip of some of the ladies. OP, I'm gonna let you know. Just be mainly because of the ladies. Let me just put that out there. If it wasn't for them, trust me. Like, if I had almost no ladies at all here, probably would have fricazed. But I just said what I need to say. Like, that's coming from a person that was fanned out. So you can say what you want. You get what I'm saying? I can go back and pull that shit up. You know what I mean? And show it. Like, you can't. It's like how people talk about a boxer good one minute and then they talk about them bad, but they ain't never lost. I ain't took no losses. I'm still kicking that same shit, still talking that same talk, you know? So it just goes to show you that people are clowns, and I let the clown be the clown. You know what I mean? I try not to join the circus. You know what I mean? Shout out to Boxing Hackers. I don't feel bad about them. Just Tankamaniacs to crash out on a daily basis. Either that or they pretend to be lawyers and PD experts. Said they've been nuts. Yeah, man. For sure that. I got 5 on it. Yeah, man. So, you know what I mean? Let people crash out and be fools on their own. But, you know, one thing with me, I'll issue that I think that's my final fair warning to this space, right? I've been up here for years, being very disciplined, respectful, patient, understanding, all of that stuff. You know what I mean? And the disrespect that's came back, none of it is warranted or justified. It's usually when people get too comfortable, they like, yeah, he don't really argue with people, so I could probably say this. Bro, man, they used to call me Flip the Script. I'll just leave it there. Shout out to my cuz, dude, too. I seen you in the building, man. Big B-Low, my guy. He thinks he's an expert on the deli, on the privacy. You get me? Yeah, man. Them boots fight, good dude. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Shout out to Ernest, too. You definitely a real one, bro. Shout out to Ern, my guy, man. He's solid in real life, yo. Real talk. And Boxing Hacker, we appreciate you, bro. Big B-Lo, my dog. Yeah, my girl don't be with it, man. You know what I'm saying? They know. But again, I told y'all this internet is created safe space for goofies and weirdos. And sometimes you just can't, you know? Because y'all know where I could have went with that. I got a potty mouth, bro. My mouth is terrible. Pooh the Kid TV, my dog. What's good, bro? How you feeling? Always good to see you in the building. Yeah, but let's keep building. So like I said, man, November 15th, let's see if it happened. Like I said, it spread everywhere. Everybody talking about it. Like I said, it's not the end of the world. These guys are allowed to make money. I just feel like better fights can come out of 35. Do I feel like you could have gave us something that we wanted? Yeah, I do. You know what I mean? But I can't tell nobody what to do or what they should be doing. I can tell you what I would like to see, you know? So in the meantime, I think what I'll focus on now, okay, that's what Tank's doing. So at least we heard what he's planning to do. So I think we can kind of scrap the rematch talk. Then from there, you look at Lamont Roach, he got options. He said for him to go back down to 30 and defend the title, he gonna need high profile. He want that bag in it, right? But it really seemed like he don't have no problem sticking around at 35 and trying to make a fight up there. So I truly hope that that's something that he considers and actually does. I would like to see the matchup between him and Core. I think that makes the most sense out of any of the other champions, right? They got some history. They know they'll fight each other, right? And another reason why I want to see this fight is because of the way Shakur spoke about Lamont Roach, right? He speaks from a place of respect, and I like that. And I think that's for good reason, right? Styles make fights, you just never know. I'm not saying you lose to him or whatever, but I like to hear that he has they have the mutual respect for each other's skill set and what they bring to the table, right? And I think that's for good reason. Think about it. One thing people can't say about Tank is he was trashing and tearing down his opponent the whole way. Nah, he kept telling us this dude was good, got sneaky power and stuff like that. Now, of course, he'd take jabs here or there, but overall, he wanted to make sure people understood that he felt as though Lamont Roach was a good fighter. And he did. He made that clear, and he showed it. So, Pooh the Kid, my dogs are just watching dudes say they ain't rocking with Tank no more because he's not doing what they want him to be doing. And that's that. And I say this all the time, Pooh, those are people that truly didn't rock with him. These guys, it's not, imagine, right, Pooh? Put yourself in his shoes. Imagine being a boxer and moving the way people at home want you to move, just like a random person telling you how you should be moving. Ain't never had a fight in his life, ain't in shape, can't run a mile without passing out. All of these different things, but they out here. That's why I try to have respect for the way I approach these conversations. Yeah, I don't be a super selfish fan. Yeah, it's things that I want to see. Despite how I like to see him pursue. But I also know that it's his show. It's his job. It's his career. It's his life. He going to do how he see fit, him and his team. So I know they're not. Sometimes boxers make moves that align with the public. And then other times they don't. More times than not, they don't. So I think people are sometimes manipulated into believing that these fighters are truly just doing what you want to see, right? When in reality, they doing what makes sense. So yeah, man, if you're not rocking with Tank because of this, then you probably wasn't rocking with him to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Rima. I meant to play this from Andre Berto.
People don't understand, man, how this boxing game goes, right? I'm not surprised that he made a fight like that happen because he doesn't care what you think anymore. Gervonta does not care what y'all think anymore. The way
talk about it, Berto.
He felt after that Roach fight, how he felt like everybody turned on him. He was already talking about retiring.
Yo, talk about it.
Now this man just going to get the bag. He don't care what you think.
Talk about
He's going to go in there and get the bag. And I know Al Heyman. I already know Al said, you know what? Forget what they talking about. I'm going to send you to the bank. I'm going to send you to the bank and make sure you get paid. And whatever you want to do after that, that's your business. But let's go get this money. Y'all need to understand the psychology of what's going on here. He's not caring about what you think about this fight. He's going to get the bag.
Exactly. Spoken from a real one that participated at the highest level. You don't care about what you talking about because you typing in paragraphs on YouTube and huffing and puffing, ready to blow nothing down because you ain't blowing nothing down. He don't give a damn. He like, Birdo. I mean, he like, J. Paul can make some money. Man, you know what? Then just level with me. Listen to what else he was saying. Then you had people, look, all it took was a draw, and they was turning on him. He's soft. He ran to the corner like a little girl. I heard it all, bro. I heard it all. And yeah, he had a moment of a lapse. He had in judgment. You know what I mean? Took the knee, went to the corner, all of. But that is why I love to see shit like that. Now, I ain't saying I wanted to see him take a knee and run to the corner, but I like the adversity because it always exposes who really rocks with you and who don't. If you are telling me you won't watch Tank Davis since he started his career and been watching him as an amateur, you've seen this man win 30 straight times and knocked out 28 people. The first time that it don't go all his way and he do some shit that you didn't expect him to do and you turn on him, you was never really a supporter of his. So I say that all the time. Like, you didn't really rock with him. Y'all used this opportunity to turn on him. Think about how people turned on him. They really did, though. I get it. The grease gate, the, help of the corner, the knee, none of that shit played a factor in the fight, and it ended up being a draw. I get all of that. But it wasn't up for him. It wasn't up to him. It was up to the referee's discretion. I think the referee reacted in real time to something that caught him off guard. I think he's not above being human. I think he just didn't expect to see what he's seeing. That shit threw him off. Like, did he just take a knee? Like, so at the end of the day, none of that shit is on Tank. Like, he can't call, make the call. It was up to the refs. All he could do is go out there and fight. So look at the body of the work. Outside of the little lapses in judgment that he had, he fought a damn good fight. Both of them did. But he had a draw. He got a draw and people turned on him. You need to get out of the box to see. He ain't focused. Man, he ain't beating this one now. He done run it up. You name it, they were saying it. So again, what he understands is there's going to be people that's going to support him regardless. For the ones that's talking about what they're not going to watch and how this is terrible, those are not the ones he fighting for. I think he fighting for the people that get it, that understand, and that's just rocking with him through and through. So it's like, do that change the fact that you want to see these different fights? Nah, but real supporter, you're going to support it. You know what I mean? You're going to be like, yo, I would have preferred this fight, or I'd have rather seen him fight this guy or that guy. But at the end of the day, you don't completely turn on him. You could be like, I ain't digging this fight. But to just say, oh, I'm really not, a fan of his no more because, come on, knock it off. Not a fan because he had a draw. Like, knock it off. He was never one. You know what I mean? I'm a true supporter, so the draw just made me want to see the rematch more. Yeah, it's unfortunate it don't happen, but life goes on, and people are allowed to change their mind and make decisions that benefit them now, and that's what he doing. I think he making the decision for himself and his team. So, and I hope Lamont Roach do the same thing. I hope he don't sit around waiting. He feel the way he feel, but he can keep it pushing. You know what I mean? I wanted to see the rematch for him. He deserved it. He worked for it. He earned it. But it ain't in the cards. And sometimes you just got to keep it pushing. So that's what he'll do. We just got to enjoy them 36 minutes that they gave us, man, and speculate about what a rematch could have looked like. But in the meantime, Roach got other great fights that could come out of this. So it's not all bad because he proved a lot of people wrong. He showed that he could perform on the stage, right? With that being said, you just got to keep doing what he's doing. You know what I mean? Go make a meaningful fight. Go try to fight a guy like Corey Stevens. I think it'll be a really good fight for both of y'all. And the winner go on to do even bigger and better things. And even the loser is not the end of the world. You get me? So, and I think whoever wins that fight, like I mentioned earlier, will be demanded damn near to fight Tank. They really, really want it. Yeah, OG, man, old school, man, for sure. Yeah, man, they've been turning on me left and right, though. If I really been paying attention. Tank second as a bishop, real Ryan's the Mexican Jake Ball. It's funny. Tank core and dad fans are always going to talk shit about the other fighter. But you know what? Big B-Lo, Cal Cooley he said Gary Russell was Lamont Roach. That's good. That's a great fight too, Cal. I'm not against that one because I forgot Gary Russell is officially up there at 35. And they was going back and forth, Cal. They've been going back and forth with each other. So, yeah, I'm definitely with that too. But you get me stuff. And then I think the winner of certain fights, as long as Tank ain't officially hanging them gloves up, Cal, they're going to be talking about him fighting these guys. I love that fight, as a matter of fact, Gary and Lamont. Love that fight, too. Only reason I was thinking the core because of the title. right? Title fight. And I'm thinking that because he at least fought Tank and that was for a title, he deserved the rematch, right? We all know that he deserved it. He fought his ass off, but at least if you can't get Tank, you can get Shakur Stevenson fight. That's also a WBC title, another opportunity as well. So, but yeah, I like the Gary Russell fight. You know what I mean? And Gary sound like he won. Gary sound like he interested in fighting him. And Lamont is saying, like, I think Lamont called him a clout chaser. And he was saying something to Lamont. Yeah. Yeah, facts. It's crazy. Yeah, I like that fight, though. I do. I find the best conversation for years and so I'm fed up. Yeah, I get it. Mike Ron, what it do? I just think, again, bro, it's hard to, when you start chasing that money, when you're on that money route, when you shown that you don't necessarily have to fight the most dangerous guys and you can still make a boatload of money, you get what I'm saying? I think it's difficult to deviate from that plan. And that's me being honest. That's not me saying that they're scared of him. Cut Creator was good with it. I don't think they're scared to put him in there with nobody or anything. I just think the moves primarily are financially motivated. I do. And, you know, fight with Jake Paul kind of solidifies what I already think. That dude is in a rare position where he doesn't have to fight the most riskiest guy, the biggest name, but he can still put up them numbers. You would get me? How many people could you say is in a position where Tank is at, right? Where he could, right? You don't have to necessarily fight that killer and you're going to still make that bread. So I'm not making an excuse for it. I'm not justifying. I'm just trying to tell you how I see it from my point of view, right? You always want to see what you want, but I really think, you know, he's an investment that people want to make sure that he's always in a position to win. You know what I'm saying? And that they don't put him in stupid fights. They don't put him in bad situations. That's just not something they do. So, no, man. It's tough, though. So that's July ain't getting 100 million. They won't be ready to next year. Lamont's trying to get that check ASAP. Yeah, yeah, I mentioned like a homecoming type deal. But the thing is, man, shit, who gonna be a better option? Shout out to Big Dre, man. You know, does. Yo, I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy, Big Dre. So senior, what it do? You think I don't think it's Doug though. Boxing got real fighters bound for that bread. No, I think I get what you're saying. I don't think they bowing so much, Ernest. I think he got him to buy in, though. I think he definitely got him to buy into what he's selling, right? What he has to offer. And I think it's because of it, it's allowed him to grow a platform and a stable of fighters that look promising. I think he was really intelligent for putting his money behind boxing, women's boxing, the way he did. I really thought that was spot on. That was one of the smartest things I think Jake could have done. You know what I mean? Putting himself and his money behind women's boxing. You know what I mean? Also reserves fight. He's on the cards. Make the Shakur fight top Roach win. QT, I ain't mad at that. That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. That's not too bad at all, bro. Not too bad at all. T Hill in the building. First prime moment, TL, then Undisputed Devin, Core. I mean, like, dang. Those for the boxing, this bullshit. Yeah, you gotta fight. Yeah, I know, Big B-Lo. Who wants to see them fights, bro? Yeah, man, I get it. You do want to see them all, bro. But I'm telling you, I'll just say this: it's not all over yet, man. It ain't all over. We just never know. So I'm gonna just sit back and try to enjoy as much as this show as possible. You get me? So I'm gonna try my best, man. You know what I mean? I'm try my best to, you know, keep building up the right way, man. You know, say we need someone to share WNBA up too. Show up WNBA. So Tank could fight someone that's at 140, but at 147, but gonna fight Jake at 200 and something. Yeah, I think they said I heard something about 175 or you know, I heard Jake say 195 out of his mouth, but then I seen something else about 175 as well. So you just never know. But I think it just goes to show you when the money is right, if presented the right opportunity, people would be willing to take it. It's a crazy fight. It's still early, so I feel like anything could happen between now and November, but we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sean. So I was fan. He's only doing what he bro. And I think, you know what I think, Shelton? Like, look, fighting these guys, right, will solidify him amongst the boxing, obviously, right? It will really prove even more who he is. But I think even without fighting those guys, he's in a very genuine, rare situation where he's able to generate large sums of money without fighting the most dangerous guys, where he can be selective with who he chooses and fight this guy over there, that guy, or you get what I'm saying, and still reap the benefits where everybody can't do that. So it's like, and I think based on what he said, part of him feel like, man, y'all ain't fighting people on y'all level either. Y'all not fighting nobody better than what I'm fighting for the most part. But the difference is I'm just able to make more money each and every time I fight because I sell the tickets, which is true. But I don't think that should, mean that you don't have to fight these other guys. But I just think Tank doing it his way, man. I don't have all the answers yet. I would love to see him mix it up with these dudes, get them the opportunities, but I wish I knew what was stopping it. You know what I mean? I really do. But I don't ever want to over speculate because then it'd seem like I'm actually hating. Oh, man, I think he's scared. But if I had to tell y'all Lewis 45, Hundo, my dog, man, my soul, I blame him. I'm telling you, brother, get cow. You know what I mean? Yo, you already know, man. Shout out to you, Big B-Lo. He said, real down and nah, it is, Big B-Lo, it is, because you really wanted to see it. That's all. I get it. You know what I mean? Tank Man says announcement coming before Crawford and Nello. They were right. Yeah. Tank look like Big Meech at 175. I'm telling you, shout out to Lewis, man. Yeah, so that's just it's one of them. Telling you, cows, it is Loma's fault, though. Blame Loma. Hashtag blame Loma, man. But yeah, it's just unfortunate. But look, again, like, I just think sometimes people take certain opportunities to make fights, right? Loma looked like it made sense, right? So they offered him to fight. And then he Claymore Rain, my dog, boxing talk up north. What's good with y'all? Who gonna come up and build for a bit while we in here, man? If y'all want to hit that like button, we're gonna keep rocking out, man. Like I said, I just had to get at, I just had to make it known that the tolerating of the disrespect from super Tank fans, not real Tank genuine supporters. I got love for y'all, not the genuine Tank supporters. Y'all super fans that like to argue across YouTube with anybody that'll go back and forth with you. Y'all weak, man. Y'all make the sport. Y'all watering the sport down. Y'all making arguments that don't need to be made for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Tank can fight. Newsflash. He ain't child. He actually in shape. The man can't fight. He got a left and a right hand. You don't need y'all weak ass arguments on YouTube talking about what he ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? That dude telling you, and they need to fight me. I'm telling you, and he's people's biggest fight, so he could kind of flex on him in that regard. Like, man, I ain't got to fight you. I can go fight him and still get paid. And it ain't the shit that you want to hear, but it's a flex, and it just is what it is, right? It is. One of them things where, like, man, he like, bro, hell with y'all. Going and get that money, Go and get that money, That's how he on it. I was going to get that money, But for me, I just look at it like, bro, it is what it is, man. Yeah. But y'all done let Jake Paul in the door. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done let Jake in the door. Now he out here making fights with your favorite fighter. Oh, well. They let him in the door. Gotta respect his hustle now. Because if he was able to stop Tank from doing what he was doing and getting there and fight, I mean, that's saying something, bro. And I respect it. Shout out to him, man. Go get your money. You know what I mean? Go get that money on. You know what I'm saying? Go get that money on, my guy. They're gonna be mad at you, but they'll move on to something else later. They'll move on to something else much later, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me catch you in Detroit. If I catch you in Detroit, it's gonna be all bad for you. Damn, G. I like the lines. They just got good too, man. But if I Canel's the clown show and the circus with Tank by Jake Paul is, because people, it's not a clown show for thing. I just think Tank and Jake is what it is, an exhibition, right? It's like a spectacle. You know what I mean? I think when you refer to it like a circus or a clown show, people look at it or they hear it as if you're taking a direct shot at Tank. Nah, look at the weight disparity. Look at Tank being super short. Jake Paul, what, 6 foot or whatever, something close to it. So, nah, it's gonna be a spectacle, a bit of a circus. But does that make Tank a joke? Nah. You know what I mean? I bet you Jake Paul ain't gonna treat him like that. Does that mean that the 30 fights that he gave us, you know what I mean, at 31, counting the draw, do that mean those shits go out the window? Nah. But I just think, you know, with a number of things, with the point that he's at mentally, the things that he's expressed, that his disdain with, and, you know, then the jail situation could have been a quick scare for him. And he probably like, you know what? I'm going to just get this bread. I'm going to get this money. I mean, I'm going to go fight Jake. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how it went. I feel you, B-Dog, man. I feel you. Because there's other stuff he could be doing. He in the middle of his prime of his career, so I understand. Yeah, they was trying to get at me, G. I think this is in 16-ounce gloves. It might be, too. So it's going to be weird, man. I ain't doing no more Jake shows. He's stupid, B-Dog. I feel you, bro. It's next to shit with Jake Paul. Fight fatigue ain't the word, fam. Yeah, man. For me, like, we can talk about it a bit more while we're here. For me, I just wish it came in a different fashion, right? I wish, like, it came at a different time. Not at this time where he would be, like, considered in, like, the middle or prime of his career, right? You would rather be wanting to see this then. You get me? I mean, I think it's better things he could be doing. But, again, that's me as the boxing fan telling y'all what I want as a supporter of the sport versus me understanding he gonna do what he want to do and how they want to do it. So it's one of them things where I don't have to sit back and enjoy it. I can ignore it. You know what I mean? But nah, Tank fighting, I'm gonna watch it, man. It's like it's entertainment at this point. You know, 35-pounder versus 227-pounder. Yeah, Sheldon was good with it, man.
Oh, my brother, man, I hate that you had to experience that with these idiots, man. But, you know, usually you stay over here, you do your thing, and, you know, we build over here. But, you know, this is what's happening at them channels you don't go to. What you saw today, what you got, that's what happens every day. It's like,
man, it's crazy because that's my boy. I'm just trying to support my boy that come through here. And it's like, you would have thought I would have said something disrespectful about the fight, about one of the fighters. Nah, I just like, yo, they about to be mad today. Because I already know it because so many people like, this ain't happening. But I'm like, why do y'all allow this to make you mad?
You don't have to do that. All you got to do is mention that dude's name in a way they don't think it's complimentary and it's on the crack. That's all you got to do. What they think. But here's the thing, right?
What's good, right?
But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing about it. Number one, you got Tank Davis, who been intimating for the last 6-7 months that he want to get out the sport, right?
Right.
Everybody here, he was saying that. He was saying that. Goes through his little thing with his baby mama, goes to jail, which I don't think that affected his decision one bit. I just think that's something he went through, right? He gets out. Now, he's thinking about this Roach fight. He knows. See, we watched the fight, but he was in there with that dude, right? He understands, like he told you before that fight, this fight is not going to be as easy as y'all think it is. He told you that before the fight, if you were listening.
He did.
Then he got in there with this dude. This dude is coming to fight him. He understands that.
Right.
So if my heart is really not in it, and I really want to do something else, why would I turn down 30, 35, maybe $40 million to fight this guy in an exhibition for maybe $20 million to fight a guy who's really trying to take my head off?
Right.
It makes perfect sense. Plus, if you've been listening to Tank since he got in the boxing space, Tank ain't never said he wanted to be the greatest lightweight ever. Tank ain't never said he wanted to be the greatest fighter ever. Tank said he don't give a shit about these belts. He don't care nothing about no legacy. I'm in this business to get paid. He said on $1 million worth of game, I don't care who I fight. They bring the contract, they give me a name, I look at it. If the money's right, I sign it.
Right.
So why is it so hard for people to believe the man when he told you exactly what he's about? I learned a long time ago. I ain't gotta listen to shit you say. I'm gonna watch what you do. That's gonna tell me exactly who you are.
Right. And I think you spot on. I do think, like, look, sometimes guys do get in there and maybe they thinking like, you know what? I want to be the greatest ever of all time. I had a conversation. I was talking about it before. What people will call it excuse is just the reality. Look at his circumstances. Do you think he got brought up with that on his mind? Or do you think he got brought up thinking about like, yo, you could use this as an outlet to change your financial situation forever and the people around you? And I think that was the motivation in, you know, making the fights and moving the way he did. Because he like, look, I could change everything. And you keep winning. And you get what I'm saying? It's a lot I can gain from this. I could beat poverty. I could cheat death and, you know, not become a statistic. And I just felt like his battle, not saying that's not everybody or most people come up, but just think, you know, you in there with a Floyd Mayweather, and what is Floyd doing? You get what I'm saying? He's showing you about that money. He exposed it. You get what I'm saying? You was groomed to chase that bag. You see me, and it was working. It's working. It's been working, and you see where it's gotten you. See what
it's still working.
It's hard to say like do what these people on YouTube would say. Like, bro, when I go back to where I'm from, I'm gonna be a legend. And I think he cool with that. And I'm cool with it too.
He's a legend already. He's legendary in Baltimore already.
You get me? I'm telling you. So it's like, man, I just don't feel like everything needs to be super toxic, man. I get it. Let's cook on it. Let's talk some shit, have some fun, but the super slander be different, man. And then the unnecessary crashing out when somebody got a different opinion is nasty work, man.
And here's the biggest point. The simplest point, Just. If you really don't like to fight, do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch football. I ain't watching that shit because I don't care about it. I might watch the undercard
that day. You know what I mean? I know it'll be.
Yeah, I don't care about it. So why would I watch it? I don't care.
And that's the part that pisses me off. It's not that you have an opinion that you're not gonna watch it, but you're gonna know everything that happened when it's over. You're gonna be in here arguing. Well, yeah, it was this and it was that. I thought you wasn't watching. Then you're gonna go steal it. I don't know what's worse, complaining about something and then stealing it and watching it. What, bro? Like, you know, worse to buy that shit. Then don't go steal it either, man. I just want to put that out there. If you pissed off, please don't go steal. No, I don't want to hear the fire stick, boy. Nah, don't watch.
And you ain't even gotta buy it because it's on Netflix. You ain't even gotta buy it.
Oh yeah,
it's on Netflix. Right.
Mello, what's good with it? Sir Senior, what's good, family? How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. How y'all doing?
Talk to me, man. I'm all good, man. How you feeling, man?
Go ahead, big dog. Spit.
Talk to us,
man. The crazy thing is how these people crashing out over something, one, that's not even happened yet. Two, that might even get changed. Because remember, like, people was looking at that place is already booked for somebody else's they got like a concert or something like that. And it's like, so it might even get changed and you're crashing out.
Right.
Like anything can happen. Like how many times did the EJ and Bud fight get changed?
Yeah, you hear me? Come on, man. They losing it. Oh man. But it's like, why y'all so mad? It's boxing. Just boxing. Bro, let him go beat up Jake Paul, man. It's gonna be some people happy that he beat him up, or if he beat his ass, you know? Oh yeah, I'm gonna take here the wild defend. I'm telling you, I seen that shit, bro, man. Yeah. Woosah. I was like, shit, man. I don't usually let people get away with that, but I'm gonna let you slide. Let you slide with a fair warning, with a stern warning. Like, I wouldn't go down that route again. Loser is crazy. Call me a loser. I'm like, shit. All I said was they're gonna be punching the air, man. Trey Styles, is that you? Sick and tired of this shit. Swing. Big reason I ain't tripping. I don't have to pay for it. I'm telling you, still go out. Yeah, legally at that. And they're gonna be watching. You're gonna come in here. They're gonna know after the fight over. They're gonna know what happened in each round. You know what I mean? Who got punched with what? I'm telling you, that's the crazy part, bro. But it's easy to be a critic. It's different when you're really trying to be a supporter. You know what I mean? It's easy to sit here and overly critical. Like I said, man, that dude that I had to block that said F my mama, bro, he was getting in my, he'd jump in my inbox, just write a whole
Come on, man.
Yeah, hell
Come
yeah.
on.
Look, I had it up. Look, I made it. Oh no, I had enough today's show, and I let the dude name is David. David at the no, David is at the bottom. This other dude is LeVar at the top, and then you see the one in the middle that everybody see everywhere else. And you used to see it here. Now I just say if you gonna talk like that publicly, I'm gonna screenshot that and let people see that. That's people that not who you think they are in this space. I'm telling you. All it takes, just make them mad, and they'll really revere. They'll start talking to you crazy. Like,
and this is what's so funny. They come and they listen to you and they fuck with you every day. And they talk to you like this, right? Over a nigga who probably wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire.
Definitely want to look your way because you ain't his speed. You did, but I said it. You're too old to be talking that way. Literally.
Come on, man. Tank
like
Davis don't give a fuck about near one of these niggas. That's all three of them. Tank Davis don't give a fuck about you. He doesn't care about you. Doesn't care about your support. He doesn't care.
Hey Zoom, you know what it is. Like, think about that's how they think about people, man. Like they try.
He won't even take a picture with you.
Be disrespectful. So we think of resigning with Top Rank.
But you want to kill a nigga over Tank.
Yeah, I think it's good.
You want to kill a nigga over Tank.
And he won't even take a picture with you.
Yeah,
crazy.
Because it's a platform that's gonna push him. It seemed like some things with Top Rank changed that could be good for future fighters that's there. If I ain't seeing it wrong, and I like it. I like it. You know, lock in on a platform that's going to, you know, allow you to showcase your talent and skills over there. So I'm always rooting.
But I'm actually, you know what, Justin, Sir Senior, I'm actually happy for Tank. I really am. I'm happy for him. Me too. Because I know I can basically understand what he's talking about. Look, if I can go make this easy money and a whole lot of it, and I ain't got to put my body through what I got to put it through to get ready for this dude, because a lot of people ain't taking into account, right, that Tank was in there with this dude. If anybody know what Lamont Roach is about, is Tank Davis. He know what he about. Do I really want to put myself through that again? Right. When I can get more money easier over here? Why would I? It makes good sense, honestly. If I really don't feel like I really want to do this, I don't want to dedicate myself 100% to this, let me go get this bag from Jay.
Right.
Nah, I can agree with that. For the reason solely is that you can't clown somebody else for doing the same thing that you're doing. You can't say that somebody else is weak or soft, but then you do it. That's hypocritical. Now, if you want to do whatever and you want to, get on the internet and dance in your drawers and the Diddy oil and all that stuff, but then you want to turn around and get mad at somebody else for doing the same thing, like, to me, I just can't get along with that. Tank is taught down to so many fighters because they've tried to quote unquote take the easy way or the money way out. But then he's done that pretty much his whole career, especially now. He could have even fought just somebody who we even consider a real fighter somewhere close to his weight class and still made a crazy amount of money and wouldn't even really have to get up in the morning. Like, he could roll out of bed the night of the fight and beat some of these fighters that we would have given him more credit for. But for him to fight Jake Paul, with Jake Paul already, him knowing how Jake Paul is, and him being so heavy though.
But that's where I disagree with you at. And I disagree with you on that because of this point. Everybody in this space, if you was here, just, you reported on it. Everybody's in this space thought he was just gonna roll out of bed and beat Lamont Roach. Am I right?
I got him.
No, I didn't.
I thought he was gonna get.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm telling you what was going on in this space. Just, am I right?
Most people were saying that
too. Underdog, so they thought so too.
Yeah, most because the dude was fighting on Showbox and he pulled him up for another weight class.
It didn't happen that way. You know what I'm saying? It didn't happen that way. So when you saying, well, he could have just got one of these other guys and just rolled out of bed and beat him, I don't think it's that easy. Number one. Number two, when you're going into a fight like this, because see, anybody that fights Tank Davis, they're thinking about this as their meal ticket. So he don't really get easy fights. He don't get dudes that's gonna come in there and lay down. Dudes is coming to get him because I know if I beat him, then I can get the bread.
Yeah, that's something to consider too. That don't get talked about
See what
a
I'm
lot.
saying? So I don't think he gets easy fights. But my point is this: he's been telling you for a year, at least a year that I can remember, that his heart ain't really in this shit. He's been telling you that, and nobody wants to listen to him. If his heart ain't really in this shit, he's doing the best thing he can do. Go get that bag from Jake, because you get in there with this dude again. Because if this dude was so easy to beat, you would have beat him the first time. So it's obvious Lamont Roach ain't easy to beat.
Yeah, and it's like, do you want to spend another fight doing that? Like, do I want to fight him again?
Yeah,
shit, he can change his mind.
you come
It's
in
not
there
about
already.
being scared. It's just like I could go find something else to do. Think about it. Weigh your options. A rematch.
Nah, it is about being scared.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
about being scared. Because if he wasn't scared, he would lose. He would go ahead and do it. It's about being scared. See, that's the part where I agree up to the point where you know what I'm saying, the hypocrisy comes in. And then if he won't scared, then he wouldn't have talked big and then ran the other way. He's that type of dude who be like, well, meet me outside. You know, like when you was in elementary school or maybe even middle school, and he'd be like, meet me outside, wait till 3 o'clock. All day he talking jump to you. But when 3 o'clock show up, he in the car with his mama.
I get you. I just think, you know,
the difference is now he gets to get in the car with his mama with a bunch of money. I mean, I feel I wouldn't want to lose either, but I mean, nobody really want to lose, but you can't. It's the fact to me is that all the talk that he did, and then not fight anyone, and not fight, even get the rematch. Like you could have gotten the rematch, or you could have just left it alone and just left it. Like he blatantly said at the interview, that fight is not going to happen. At least not next. He should have left it at that. Don't turn around and double down on something opposite of what you just said. Leave it business. When he was in the interview after the fight, he was talking straight business. He said, this is what's going to happen. The guy who I'm going to fight next was already in my locker room, blah, blah, blah. I knew it was Jake Paul next then. When he said that, I knew it was Jake Paul next. I wish he would have kept it at that. And that's the part for me. And obviously the crazy Tank fans, you know what I'm saying? The Tank fans, the Tankamaniacs, not the Tank fans.
Yeah, he responded like a fighter with the back and forth stuff. And I do think that was part of the plan too. I do think that, you know, the intent was to make it. But I feel like the longer stuff got dragged out, and you had the little situation happen, I think that gave him an opportunity to change plans. Beeline is something different, call an audible, any of that stuff now. Yeah, you want to see him get the rematch because that's what it looked like they was prepping for, right? Going back and forth. I get all of that stuff. I think sometimes we treat it like people can't change their mind. Yeah, you could criticize it, but I just think them dudes ain't scared of each other, right? But I think it's more of like, do I want to do this again, though? Do I want to fight this guy again? Do I want to spend another fight on this guy? Because it was unexpected to have a draw, right? You didn't expect no draw. You was going to fight him, get him out the way, keep it pushing. And to some degree, that's kind of what he's doing. What he said initially, like, I'm glad you brought it up, is kind of what he's doing anyway, right? So, I feel like you get me? You know what I mean? When he was seeing on Twitter, he responding like a fighter. He's saying shit that fighters gonna say, you know. But I think once you sit down and you get to thinking on it, you might, hey man, that Jake Paul, like, I don't know.
And especially just in the space that we in. In the space that we in with the social media shit.
That's all I'm saying.
With this,
understand where we come from.
In the space that we in with the social media shit, I'm with you, Just. I don't think that fighters are afraid of each other.
Yeah.
But I do think they're afraid to lose, because if they lose, man, people gonna kill them online. And that's what they're scared of.
And look how we doing. Can we blame them? Because I swear, and I don't want to hear, oh, well, don't box then. Nah, bro. We unforgiving. Earl Spence and Keith Thurman are two of the most disrespected one-loss fighters I've ever seen in boxing. I ain't never seen no shit. I've heard people tell Keith Thurman need to get out of boxing because he be injured. I'm like, bro, I guarantee you had one conversation with that man, you won't feel that. Who the fuck want to be injured? I done heard dumb shit. Nah, he be faking injuries. Man, he not really here. How long you gonna be here? I'm like, bro, the level of ignorance that us boxing fans show is almost embarrassing at times. Then when you talk to him, shout out to Behind the Hands TV, and he get to breaking down like, bro, this is how I eat. If I'm injured, That's not good for me. You think I want to be injured? He was looked at as one of the absolute best welterweights once upon a time. Like, injuries derailed him and slowed him down. That's just shit wasn't ideal. They're like, well, he got married, played the flute. No, we just so insensitive to everything that is not what you just getting your hand raised and looking good in the ring. It's like, damn, bro, these dudes go through it, man. You put in a lot of work, and all it takes is one loss and some inactivity, and the fans like, man, we'll tell him to retire. Like, bro, what? What the hell, man? So, yeah, man, I think Tank said something when he was like, man, as far as losing, because none of these dudes want to do that. Meme land forever. Like, you don't even got to lose. A draw. Now they running wild. People turn, I ain't a fan of the Tank no more. You never really was, G. Like, you just needed this situation to kind of help you make your decision. That's all. That's why I love adversity, because it'll expose who's the real fans from the fake ones, who's the supporters versus the fans, and who's the supporters versus the super fans. You know what I'm saying? They always show, bro. Always expose themselves. Let enough, you know what I mean, a fighter go through some shit. You'll see just how people feel about him. Shout out to Jake Grant. Just like with this legal situation, I seen people going, man, he did this, he did that, he did this. And I'm like, I rushing in judgment. Next thing you know, no case, no charges filed. I'm like, are you gonna get in that video and walk back all that shit you just said he was doing? Nope. So it's just crazy, man. So it's the criticism is just I put fighters in a space where I think they selective about who they choose to fight to and what risks they take. You could say what you want, it's part of the game, but it wasn't part of the game because people love to talk about the golden years and the glory days. Well, yeah, guess what they didn't have? Social media where everybody and their mama with a fucking opinion about some shit that they can't do. That's why I always try my best to come from a place of respect. We can't get in there and do this shit. We are talking about who trash and who this, who's scared of that. I just think,
man, look, man, I'm 6 feet tall and I'm 240 some pounds, and Tank Davis will beat the shit out of me. He beat the shit out of me because I ain't got the stamina to stay with him. You see what I'm saying?
Shout out to Jay Grant, man.
I can't do it. So how can I say this man's a bum or he's trapped? I can't do what he do.
Oh shit! Damn, that I know for a fact he had messed a ligament up in his joint in his hand. A lot of people kept saying, his hands are so brittle. He always breaking his hands, and I'm like, yo, boxing fans really be creating their own. Yeah, they be creating their own news. Show me where he broke his hand. Show me. God, I ain't talking like something I think. I'm telling you what I know. Like, I'm like, where? Like, when they be like, brittle this, bro, I'm like, bro, you're not even breaking his hands, bro. That's like anybody could do that. Tear a ligament. You get what I'm saying? Now, he beat his hands up, but I think the wear and tear is from what he said. Not wrapping his hands young. Like, that is silly. Putting damage in them joints. You ever punch a bag without wrapping them? Go ahead and do it. And really put in some work. Guarantee you ain't gonna like
half these motherfuckers talking shit online and have been to the gym, let alone punch a bag.
And definitely don't know what I'm talking about when I say go ahead and do it. You will see exactly why they wrap their hands. If you've never done it, go ahead and do it. You punch a bag with no wraps or nothing. Now, yeah, you can get some shots in there, but you're not gonna want to just work like that. You're gonna be like, yeah, they ain't supposed to feel like that. Let me go get my joints wrapped up, man. I'm telling you. Wednesday Tate versus Prime Loma, undisputed. I really think, I think that fight didn't happen largely because the powers that be. I think if you and both of them were kind of doing similar things. A lot of times people blame one side or the other. I hold both accountable. I think if you're top ranked and you got a Lomachenko, you ain't in a rush to put him in a fight with Tank Davis. I don't give a damn what they saying out loud. I don't care. Pay attention to what they do. Just like Sheldon said, I don't care what they saying. So, yeah, you'll keep making these in-house, these top-ranked fights, he beating the hell out of these guys, because that could justify all the shit that you've been saying about him. Better than Pretty Boy Floyd and the same cloth as Muhammad Ali. So, you're going to do that. You're not looking to put him in there with somebody stop him, punch his damn brain, you know what I mean? Shake his brain up. And if you Tank Davis, and you making that kind of money, fighting Lomachenko could be bad for business. I swear I just don't like that people don't keep it real. It's not about being scared. They're like, damn, that is a risk. Do we got to take that? And if they don't, a lot of times you won't see it. That's what that was, man. Think guys was cool making their in-house fights and getting their guys paid and winning and building their guy. That's how Loma got built to who he was. It wasn't trying. I think if you was trying to throw him in there with Tank Davis. I mean, anything could have happened, but I just didn't see either side being super eager to try to do it. And it's unfortunate that when they did strike, it just wasn't in the cards. You know what I'm saying? I hate that, but timing is everything in boxing, man. They probably seen it fit as a good opportunity to try to fight him now. And they tried, they went for it. But it's what it is, man. It is what it is. Sign of the time. Only right will get a turkey bag. Yeah, he deserved one. SOG. They like, man, he better not die. Andre Ward rubbing his hands like,
hey, Just, he better stay away from that dude, man. Don't go in there messing with that dude.
Yeah.
That dude wrong. I love you, Andre. But you've been retired for 8 years for a reason. Don't go in there messing with that dude.
Even AJ is it? What's the real upside if you fought him? You get me? You might mess around and just give him an opportunity that you don't need to be giving him. Got your chin shattered, because that's the worst thing that can happen, bro. I wonder what he's gonna look like when he come back, because he talking about retiring too. Son,
man, you've been out for 8 years for a reason, bro. You've been out for 8 years for a reason. Keep it that way. Just stay where you at. Leave that man alone.
For me, it's cool to have a discussion. It seemed like he's getting a little itch or whatever. It was just cool, but I ain't tripping on it either way, you know? I mean, it wouldn't be the craziest thing. Shit, they brought my guy Mike out at like 58, 60 years old. Gonna do my guy Mike out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he was. Yeah, that's true. But he wasn't getting in there with Joshua. Mike wasn't getting in there with Joshua.
Nah, hell no. But still, I'm just saying, this ain't out there old as hell. No, he ain't supposed to be in no damn ring, bro. Y'all doing Mike spliffed up right now. Y'all got him out here hacking up, disrespecting my guy Mike. Yeah, Tank Mike. I mean, look, I think you put in. Imagine, what is it? 30 years old. So you say give or take 23, 24 years. In the sport, you dedicated that much of your life to it, right? The training camps, the miles, the wear and tear, the fights, all the things that come with it. I think you, along the way, I think the crown get heavy. I think it do. I think the expectation level is always going to be high when you Tank Davis, a product of the, Mayweather, and what I mean, you being your own man in your own right, the expectation is going to always be extremely high. I think that shit could get mentally draining too. Because again, even if you are fighting the right fights, let's say he fought some of these guys and then he retired, fought a Jake Paul and retired, they're still going to say it's people he didn't fight. Floyd fought the most world champions, and they still will tell you he ducked Margarito, he ducked Paul Williams. Even Paul Williams will tell you that that's not true, but people will say it. So I think at the end of the day, it's about what you cool with. Can you live with yourself? Can you live with the decisions you made as a man and as a fighter within this sport while you was here? You know what I'm saying? Because, again, imagine trying to live up to people's expectations instead of doing it your way. Imagine really taking some advice when they tell you not to go make millions of dollars. A person that ain't never made $1 million and probably won't ever, especially not in a one time. You get me? Imagine those people being the voices that get loud, start telling you how you're supposed to move, where you should be at, what fights to take, when to retire. Think about it. Just think. And that's where I come, man. These dudes, like dude said, man, he said a lot, man. Andre Berto made that shit make sense. And shout out to Remo, because he sent it to me. I had this.
People don't understand, man, how this boxing game goes, right? I'm not surprised that he made a fight like that happen, because he doesn't care what you think anymore. Gervonta does not care what y'all think anymore. The way he felt after that Roach fight, how he felt like everybody turned on him. He was already talking about retiring. He hate this fight game now. This man just going to get the bag. He don't care what you think. He's going to go in there and get the bag, and I know Al Heyman. I already know Al said, you know what? Forget what they talking about. I'm going to send you to the bank. I'm going to send you to the bank and make sure you get paid, and whatever you want to do after that, that's your business. But let's go get this money. Y'all need to understand the psychology of what's going on here. He's not caring about what you think about this fight. He's going to get the bag.
Yeah, and that's just really what it is at the end of the day. Going to get that bag. Going to get the bag. Can't be mad. So it is what it is, man. We'll see, though. We'll see. Tank versus Prime Mama, Undisputed Devin, Teal, Core, etc. Then you agree with me. The rest is just semantics. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you wanted to see him with all of them do. Shout out to Big B-Lo. He did. I already do. I think it's just how you get to these fights is where the biggest difference come in at. But for me, like just seeing one of the most recent big fights and how it took hell for them to make it, I think it kind of I learned from that. Like now, I know for certain fights to get over that hump, guys gonna have to make demands and go against the system and go against what they being advised and risk if it don't go your way, paying the price for it and being on the sideline like Earl Spence getting dates pulled and just being on the sideline with inactivity and all that stuff. So just looking at it, you look at the PBC and their situation, and I just don't think you rock the boat if you tank. You allow the people that has been putting you in position to win to continue to do exactly that. I just think when you start playing to the fans, you start talking about lists and different guys that you're gonna fight, and then it don't happen. You know, everybody gonna be on your case about it, but it is what it is, man. Shit, there's no telling what the future holds. Cause like I said, I thought the Jake Paul thing would be something he'd do right before he head off into the sunset. I don't know if this is an indication of him being any closer to that point, but I think we'll find out. Tank is knocked out because ain't no way Tank about to knock out Jake Paul. Jake on last fight. And you hope he get knocked out? Why? I don't hope he get knocked out. I mean, what we call dumb, you got to consider money that they can make from it. And I mean, as much as you can, hypothetically, try to put yourself in the shoes of that fighter. It'll be hard to say, yo, I ain't going to get that money. You feel me? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's an opportunity that might not come no other time. And you're a person that came from the absolute bottom. And you telling like, you know what I mean? A guy from nothing, right? That he got an opportunity. And look what these guys said. Scooter Davis, that's his man. And then Jalil, 100 M's for exhibition. A win is a win. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying for sure you're getting 100 million, but just think about it. Even throwing that kind of money out there, he's standing to make tens of millions of dollars possibly from this fight. Get what I'm saying? The promotion and being on Netflix, just messing with Jake Paul, it's something, it's very unorthodox. It's not something that's ideal. It's not something that you're clamoring or asking for. It's just not your usual setup. But, you know, money really talks, man. And money drives this sport. And it has been that way for years, man. It's been that way for quite some time. Probably longer than I've been watching it. You know what I'm saying? Money drives this sport, especially in the social media era where you just, you know what I mean? You just, so many ways for you to make money. That's what these guys are in it for. You know what I'm saying? And I know I heard somebody speaking about that before. Guys used to be in it to be great. Now dudes just want money. And look, to a degree, yeah, but could you blame them? Like, you know what I mean? You put your life on the line. Yeah, you want the money that comes with it. You know? Of course you're going to want that bread that comes with it. Oh, Tank is knocked out. But nah, yeah, I don't hope he get knocked out, man. I don't hope he get knocked out, bro. The man ain't did nothing but, you know, what every other fighter is doing, yo, their absolute best to navigate through the difficult landmine that boxing happens to be. You know what I'm saying? Because no, truth be told, you fight a rematch. Everybody seemed like they wanted to see it, but I'm willing to bet you to be somebody. So I thought you said you were going to fight somebody else or call this out or that. It's going to be some complaint. Fight Shakur next. Oh, well, you know what I mean? He fight Keyshawn. Like, it's going to always be something. No matter who he fight and what he do, it's going to always be somebody saying he need to do more. He should have did this. I think at the end of the day, man, it's just all about supporting the sport. And the best fighting the best. This ain't an example of that, but this is a guy that is choosing to go make his money, and he giving you the option to either check it out or don't. Fresh Baker, what you do? Hey, man. I be saying that, something to that effect, man. I said it, man. Do you go to work every day and have your best day you've ever had every single day? Is every single day great? You get what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? You still gonna want to get paid. So imagine these guys, right? You know what I'm saying? so many ways to achieve the greatness, man. You going to get that check, so I think it's no different for them. Now, it's definitely Fresh Baker when you risking your life and your health, you're gonna want to be compensated when you know there's money out there to be made, when it's tens of millions of dollars. Like the fact that Hacker, look what Hacker mine, he like shit, 100 M's for exhibition, shit. Sound like you doing good, G. That's smart, but it is. But we'll see where he goes, man. I just know. Shout out to the Real Deal Tank Davis supporters, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Shout out to everybody that continues to rock out with your boy. We closing in on 10K. I think we had like 70 something away. We're gonna get there, y'all. We are gonna get there. You didn't sub, make sure you do. And just feel free, man. Just come over here with an empty plate, man. If you like to cook, you like to build, man. You know, you this is the show for you. We're gonna keep rocking out how we've been doing. We're going to let them super Tankamaniacs be who they are. Some unhappy, misguided, lost boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to GTD and Team GTD. Again, shout out to the real supporters of his and them super fans. Y'all could kick rocks. I don't like y'all. Y'all not good for the sport. A lot of times y'all don't have nothing to add besides rhetoric and, you know, repeating content creators' talking points through chat. So, you know, don't just big up your favorite fighter, big up boxing. Don't just build up your favorite fighter or favorite couple of fighters, build up all of boxing. Don't just give your favorite fighters their just due, give them all their just due. You know what I'm saying? You want to call that shit across the board, call it across the board. Be fair, be honest, be real to all of these guys. And be a genuine supporter, not a super fan. The world don't need more super fans. We don't need that. We don't need no casuals dressing up as diehards either. You know what I'm saying? Because you can repeat a lot of talking points that your favorite content creator said. Don't make you no real fan. You get what I'm saying? Not for people, I bet that ain't one that be work talking about they want to be a manager for legacy. Hell nah. Because you get me? Because at the end of the day, it's about that check. And that's all I be wanting people to remember. Think about it. We go to work at the jobs that we have daily, and we like, bro, let our money not be right. You know what I'm saying? You mess around, you don't show up. You don't got my money, right? You know what I'm saying? So let alone now, imagine risking your health for this shit. And then people like, nah, don't go get no money. Legacy, go be great. Go fight for this. Man, I'm going to get that money. I'm going to get that money because there's no tomorrows in boxing. Tomorrow may never come in the sport of boxing. Then what you going to do? You know what I'm saying? So, go get what's for you and stay strong in your spot. Always move accordingly. Have morals, principles about yourself. Standards, stand on business. You get me? Just be real. That's what supposed to take a job through orders. Nah, it's not. It's the principle. You thinking too deep. You thinking about the actual work itself. You thinking about the actual job. It's not the job. It's the principle of it. Think about it. The principles stay the same. When you do something for work, right? Do something for work. People ain't going there just to, or like how bro said it. Like ain't nobody saying they trying to be a manager for legacy or something like that. It's just the principles stay the same. You know what I mean? Principles stay the same. Not the actual work, but it's the principle. Man, I just cracked the bone. I heard it a little bit. Yeah, but like I said, man, hit the like button. Yeah, man. Always a good conversation with the family, man. This is gonna be it. Nah, Remo ain't no casual. He say he is, but he ain't. Shout out to my dog. Let's talk fashion, man. We just gonna keep building one thing at a one day, one build at a time. Y'all know how we do. We got some fights coming up that I think we could all get behind, man. You get me? You got some good action coming up. 54 about to explode. I'm seeing Twin Charlo back in the gym. Can't wait till he makes some type of announcement and get his foot back at 54. I think that division just dying for somebody to take over and really grab it by the throat, man. Let's see who's going take 154 and make it theirs again. 2 cents, my dog. Let's see, man, because Charlo been that champion in recess. It's taking a long time, so Charlo got to show us something. Taking that bad regardless, crazy to act like you can't do both. Nah, you can do both, but I think Big B-Lo, I don't think he cared. Like the legacy that people argue about, I don't think he concerned with it. right? Based on what he said. Like, I don't think his idea of what legacy is for him and what it is for the average boxing fan that's talking about it, I think it's just different, right? And I feel like what he wants for himself is different than what the average boxing fan wants for him. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know if he cares about people saying he the best ever when it's all said and done. I just don't think he cares. That's just me though. But the criticism is fair, it's constructive because you're not saying nothing crazy. You just feel like he can still make that money and get the legacy as well. And you can. But like I said before, I think one of the most unique and genuine aspects of Tank's career is he's not the guy that has to fight the name to be able to make the money. It's like he can guys, do I do it? You get what I'm saying? But it's just boxing business, man. That's what I call it, man. I feel like more times than not, you're not going to see the, guys put their investments in there with the most dangerous fighter they could find. You're going to see that, I feel like, every now and again, but more times than not, nah. So, again, I want to say shout out to all the genuine Tank Davis supporters, all the genuine boxing supporters, man. I rock with y'all, too. I see y'all. Appreciate all the support. Everybody hit the super chat, cash app. I appreciate y'all, man. Much love on the support. We're going to hit our 10K, and from there, everything else is extra, man. Y'all know I've been saying that for a while, so we're going to keep doing what we're doing. Y'all enjoy the rest of this Wednesday, and I'll see everybody tomorrow on Thursday to build on this boxing. We're going to see what else is going on out there in the world of sports. You feel me?
You got my 40, homie. I don't have nothing. Yeah, you got something. Why you tripping, Debo? Shut up, fuck, I knock your ass out.
Oh, man, that's messed up. Why don't you give him back his chain?
What chain?
Yeah, what chain?
Oh, shit, God! People, stop!
No, come on, baby, come on. Let him be a man.
Go sleep. Yeah.
Shoot him! I said, then he's not fighting fair!
I've been down before. Look, I've been down before. Hold on.
How come you ain't never liked me?
Like you? Who the hell said I got to like you? What law is there say I got to like you? Want to stand up in front of my face and ask a damn fool-ass question like that? Talking about liking somebody. Come here, boy, when I talk to you. Straighten up, goddammit. I asked you a question. What law is there say I got to like you?
None.
All right, then. Don't you eat every day?
I got one for Canelo. I'm going to say it for another day. I know they're going to copyright me for that. But look, again, I appreciate everybody. Support is real, and we just going to keep doing what we doing. One boxing build at a time. Don't be a super fan of one fighter. Be a super fan of the entirety of the sport. That way you can get fair assessments, real assessments, and give all these guys their just due the way we just did. So with that, much love to everybody in the building and peace.
Representing Brick City, Shakur!
Finding those levels too. Look at that 4-punch combination. It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with straight left hand.
Oh, there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Make sure y'all subscribe to Jusdueboxing.
Right now, we're gonna get him in Jusdue. Shout out to my brother Jusdue.